is live on Joe 99.7 FM and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Volta Premier Ho and Menuveve Aflao, Lolonyo FM Hohoi and Kekele FM Ho. Get radio, TV and online content on myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, Minority demands answers on 95 million CD judgment debt to West Blue following GRA boss's payment confirmation at the Public Accounts Committee.
What happened that suddenly he has become a lawyer to West Blue and we are now paying this amount of money? We could have avoided this if there wasn't any unjustified, termination of the contract.
Meanwhile, the GRA is set to review tax policies amid Guta's call for reductions following smuggling scandal. In Joy News' Porous Borders documentary, we have details of that. Also, Chief of Defense Staff unable to identify source of confidential leak on Richard Jakpa's release from the Army.
The reasons stated by the Honorable Minister of Defense in Exhibit BF1 as the grounds for the release of H3.
We have details from his appearance in court in business.
Government expects significant reduction in Ghana's debt stock when it signs debt restructuring agreement with external creditors before the end of the year. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
And later, motorists fear the worst as more than 100 potholes re-emerge on the Accra-Tama motorway just months after repairs.
Last week, I blasted out for there, but I didn't see early.
It's not easy. There was a time I saw a pothole around and I was like, what is this? Hey.
These and more with me, Mami Nyamiche Thompson. Please stay for details. The minority in Parliament wants explanations regarding a judgment debt of 95 million cedis awarded against Ghana in favor of West Blue. West Blue was a technical service provider for the Ghana Revenue Authority at the ports until government terminated their contract. At a Public Accounts Committee hearing Monday, GRA boss Julie Esiam confirmed the amount. Here are excerpts of what transpired at the hearing.
As to why 95 million, I cannot in this public hearing just say that I'm paying 95 million to the public without any explanation. So with permission, that was important.
We are making a payment of 95 million Ghana cedis as judgment debt.
Indeed, the judgment debt is 95 million. We will not be able to pay all 95 million, and therefore the agreement with the court is to pay this in 3 installments.
But a member of the Public Accounts Committee, Ibrahim Otela Mohammed, says government must come out and explain the justification for this payment.
But this one we can describe it as create, loot, and continue looting. That is what it means. More so when you have some describe him as an official prime minister of this country, who is now a lawyer to West Blue, who, by the way, had problems with even West Blue operating. What happened that suddenly he has become a lawyer to West Blue and we are now paying this amount of money? We could have avoided this if there wasn't any unjustified, termination of the contract.
Ibrahim Otela Mohammed is NDC MP for Tamale Central and a member of the Public Accounts Committee. Still on, the Ghana Revenue Authority plans to review current tax policies following a call from the Ghana Union of Traders Association to reduce taxes. This request comes after a Joy News investigation revealed some traders bribing custom officials to smuggle goods from neighboring countries. Guta President Joseph Obing attributed the smuggling to high clearing taxes in the country. Listen.
We need taxes to be affordable. The pressures that goes to the poor customs officer because of our inability to pay our taxes make the customs officer who obliged to take something so that we're able to take our goods out, make him an angel for us. And this is true.
Well, in response to Guta's concerns, the Commissioner of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Julius Siam, said the authority will review some of its tax policies.
We can't say that people are smuggling because taxes, etc. They're loopholes. They're loopholes that we need to block. We've also said that we're going to review taxes, all the taxes, to consolidate taxes. I didn't say to reduce, but to consolidate taxes. That review has to be carefully done. It will be irresponsible of me to stand here and say that it's going to reduce taxes, it's going to take this away, it's going to take that away. No, it's a review.
Away from the Ghana Revenue Authority, the ambulance trial takes a dramatic turn as Chief of Defence Staff Lieutenant General Thomas Opompepra failed to identify the individual within the military who may have leaked confidential information about the third accused, Richard Jakpa. This information was reportedly passed on to the Ministry of Defence and subsequently influenced the Minister's report to the Attorney General's Department. Legal Affairs correspondent Latif Idrisu reports.
The Chief of Defence Staff has told Open Court that the word misconduct does not appear in the military release letter to Richard Jakpa.
Please tell the court whether misconduct appears in Exhibit VF3, which is the Army's release letter to Tedaki.
My lady, no. The Chief of Defence Staff also, when asked by lawyer for Dr. Kesilatu Forcing whether or not he's ever cited any court order for the release of Jakpa's sack letter, his answer was an emphatic no.
Have you seen any court order served on you or made available to you that indicates that Exhibit BF1 should be released to the office of the Honorable Attorney General?
No, my lady. The CDS went ahead to state that the defense minister can release confidential information about an officer to say the court.
Does the Minister for Defense consult you, the Chief of Defense Staff, in releasing a document to another public officer within the Attorney General?
My lady, he exercises the right to copy me or not.
And that is what normally prevails. The Minister for Defense does not necessarily consult you in releasing any document at all.
My lady, I won't say it's normal, but he can do that.
And you heard there some proceedings from court. Now, the CEO of the National Ambulance Service, Professor Ahmed Zakaria, has expressed concern over what he describes as the unnecessary politicization of the ambulance service, addressing the recent controversy surrounding some ambulance spare parts procurement. Professor Zakaria acknowledged that such issues can undermine the operational efficiency and erode public confidence. Nanabochi Yadom reports.
In the latest expose on corruption scandals, Northern Member of Parliament Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa dropped another bombshell over the ambulance procurement deal worth $34.9 million. Responding to the allegations, Professor Ahmed said such claims undermine the operational efficiency of the ambulance service.
We should rather stop politicizing our institutions. If there are issues, let's discuss them. We need to build the public confidence, because what we are doing now is destroying the system, and we are making the public to lose interest in the system. And when that happens, somebody will have an emergency, and instead of looking up to the ambulance service, because there's no confidence in the service, they would rather prefer to go for maybe private vehicles, which will rather endanger their life.
Now, if you use the Accra Tema motorway often, I'm sorry to tell you your respite after the gaping potholes patches are over. The potholes are back, larger and unsafe than before. Michael Papaniashale reports.
Iron rods and the concrete slabs are now visible barely 6 months after the motorway benefited from the $150 million released for patching potholes across the country. The rains came and simply washed away the bitumen, and the potholes have returned. I can imagine a driver telling himself, Eric, slow down, your ties, as he approaches this dangerous spot. Drivers have no option but to slump into the iron rods-ridden potholes. Eric Upon is a victim.
Last week, I blasted for there, but I didn't see early, so I passed up where the iron rods through the ties.
Ride-hailing and taxi drivers like Stephen Ayano now avoid working at night because of the poor condition of the motorway.
No, there was a time I saw a pothole around and I was like, what is this?
After traveling the entire stretch of the motorway from Accra to Tema and back, we counted a staggering 112 potholes.
And so if you're using that stretch this morning, you better be careful. And that's how we end the bulletin here on Joy 99.7 FM. I am Amiesi Nyameche Thompson. There's more news on my joyonline.com. Up next is Business on the Super Morning Show.
Hey, we see you specking your car, taking that trip, chilling on the beach. Charlie, now we want to see this become your story. Simply use your ABSA card 10 times or more and you'll be entered into a monthly draw where you stand a chance to be among 5 lucky winners to take home 40,000 Ghana cedis. the more you use your card, the more entries you'll receive. Earn an extra entry by using the ABSA app or internet banking 5 times or more. No ABSA card? Don't worry. Visit the nearest branch for an ABSA account or card today and make winning part of your story. Promotion is between 1st July and 31st October. This promotion is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matters. ABSA.
Say donut, 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 donut. Hey, donut, 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 donut. Donut, donut. Then come cut up donut. Donut, donut. Malaria super donut. Everybody follow not sa malaria. A 3D till no not now. Won't toe malaria chill. Won't popo. What win the day? I want the no donut. A dabako. No. Lonat scatter malaria. Lonat ide scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yenshishemu hu se malaria wa wumujam ansana wanum Lonat. Na nam yensearch na malaria no daso wo hwa ko hu dokota.
This advert is FDA approved.
Oh, jump on now. Go, go. Google me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I don't change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mindset be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside? I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small. Go. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Brush your teeth every day and night. Up and down and all around. Brush it clean and bright. Brush your teeth. Brush with mom and dad. Underneath and in between. Brush the germs away.
Pepsodent, cavity protection.
This advert is FDA approved.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah.
Here's to the friends who dialed star 712 hash and found no regrets. To the investors who struck gold. To the health workers who diagnosed luck with precision. To the tough guy who couldn't hold back his tears. To the passionate fan who couldn't contain his joy. To the seamstress who turned her hard-earned stitches into a bundle of happiness. And now, here's to you. Your next big win is right here.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone.
Dial star 712 hash. Now join in the luckiest winning celebration. Every 1st July 2024. Over dial star 712 hash. Now I can to tickets as a group, individual, and now even as a community. Now win is the car prizes are in the community draw or go for the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with star 712 hash. Now join in the winning streak now.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And the 6 a.m. news brought to us by Absa Bank Ghana Limited. Your story matters. And Total Energies, Total, we go the extra mile for you. Coming up is the Joy Business Report brought to us by Safari Valley Resort, bringing you closer to nature, and Omni Basic Bank at your service.
Safari Valley Resort.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You want to be there?
Of course. Why not?
Oh, okay. It's a very nice
Why
place.
Not? Okay.
You should experience.
We'll make plans.
Yeah, make plans with Madame. You know. Yeah, go have a weekend stay, you know.
Why not?
Great. Anyway, I hope you're doing very well this morning.
I'm good, you?
God is taking care of his children. Lots of issues coming up for discussion this morning. And we start off with this.
I've seen the video, just a synopsis of the video. Indeed, if based on the face value of what we see, full investigation will be conducted. And I mean full investigation. Interestingly, this is where I spent all my years in. So it's not going to be a doubt. I have some know-how, let me say it for now, that if people are wrong, indeed, they will be dealt with.
So that's the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority promising to conduct a full investigation into allegations of bribery and corruption at our points of entry.
Well, only that, I mean, we know these things happen over time. We've seen stories, we've heard stories about it. There's even evidence to show. And so, yeah, investigations in order, but I hope that the action is taken to, sort of clamp down on these corrupt activities in the borders.
Exactly. That's the most important thing. Not the fact that, not just conducting investigations, but the investigations, if anybody is found to have done the wrong things, you deal with that person. Because, like I keep saying, we lose a lot of money through our points of entry.
It's not as if we don't know that these things
we know.
We know. And
if we're to deal with that, we'd have a lot of money in this country. And so, look, I agree with those the vice president was right in 2014, 2015 when he said that, you can actually govern this country with money from Ghana. Because if all it would take us is the 219 billion Ghana cedis for this year, that's something we can raise in this country.
Yeah, I mean, the other time you're telling me about the amount we lose at the
36 billion at the points of entry. 36 billion Ghana cedis. That was in 2014. So the letter was written on the 10th of April 2015, indicating how much we lost in 2014.
Yeah.
But that's not all. There's actually another document I saw which indicated that, under declaration and non-filing of, VAT tax returns, non-charging of it, also led to a loss of some estimated 25 billion. So as far back as 2014, we were losing 60 billion. Look at that from this point of view. In 2014, at the time, the cedi was about one cedi to about $2.5. So you're looking at in excess of 25 billion. $25 billion today is how much? It is more than what and that's actually how much we lost.
Yeah.
Think about it. Anyway, I don't know the last time you used the motorway.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, right?
Yeah, maybe a month or two.
Oh, okay. But this is the state of the motorway.
Last week, I blasted out for there, but I didn't see Ellie.
It's not easy. There was a time I saw a portal around and I was like, what is this?
It is very, very difficult.
Do the authorities listen at all? I mean, because I remember, the Super Morning Show has been running a campaign on this for so many months. We keep getting promises, but the road is still the same.
Yes, and look, they promised us that the motorway was going to be constructed. And as we speak, we still don't see anything happening. And for me, that's the most important thing.
The motorway Kwame Nkrumah built 60 years ago?
Yeah, 60 years ago.
We can't maintain the road?
No, we can't. We can't. In January this year, we're talking about, how it's going to start and everything. We're still here. In January this year, we went grading the sides of it, and we're still back. Anyway, we'll talk about all of those. Time now for the Joy Business Report with Darryl Kwao and the team.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, government expects significant reduction in Ghana's debt stock when it signs debt restructuring agreement with external creditors before the end of the year. Also coming up, cement sales yet to pick up despite economy showing signs of recovery, with activities in some sectors expanding significantly. And some banks post strong profits for half year, confirming sector's strong recovery after debt exchange program and challenging economic environment. Details coming up. My name is Darryl Kwal. Thanks for being with us. Hello to our friends listening from Kofo Radio and KTU Radio. Now, government is expecting some significant reduction in the country's total debt stock before the end of the year. This will be realized after Ghana signs debt restructuring agreement with external creditors before December this year. Here's more in this report.
Ghana's total debt stock ending June 2024 reached 742 billion cedis. This, however, represents a significant jump compared to the country's debt situation for last year. This actually led to some questioning the impact of the domestic debt restructuring, as well as the current deal that government has secured with some of the external creditors on the debt situation. But government is insisting that it expects some significant reduction before the end of the year. This is because, at the time, it is expecting the agreement reached with these creditors to impact the total debt stock. Government sources say they are expecting more than 10 billion Ghana cedis drop in the debt stock before the end of this year. It is also projecting that the cedi will stabilize firmly against the dollar in the coming months. That should also impact on the final debt numbers ending December 2024. The Finance Ministry is of the firm belief that, based on the reforms being undertaken, that could help bring down the debt situation to a sustainable level by 2028.
That was a business desk report. Meantime, economist Dr. Owusu Sarkodie says the Bank of Ghana should explore moral suasion to help deal with the city's depreciation, now driven by sentiments. The Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. Ernest Addison has revealed that the current pressure on the city is influenced by uncertainty surrounding the elections and fears about the economic outlook. But Dr. Sarkodie believes there's still a way out of this challenge.
Of the causes of the depreciation, which is the sentiments and expectations, they really fall outside of the pure economics framework, and sometimes it's difficult to deal with them. In an election year, some people will just buy the dollar and keep it because they don't know the outcome of the elections, and some of these things should be discouraged. So the best way to fight those kind of sentiments is may not be using pure monetary tools or economic tools, but it could be just you and I having this discussion to appeal. It's good to manage information and disinformation and misinformation, because if you don't manage it well, be a backlash and people will say, so there's a problem. So it's better you manage it very well.
You heard economist Dr. Owusu Sarkodie. Some banks have posted strong profits for the first 6 months of the year. The development shows that the banks are showing signs of recovery from the debt exchange program in 2020 and challenging economic environment. Ghana Commercial Bank, for instance, posted a profit before tax of 700 million cedis as at the end of June this year, compared to 520 million in June 2023. Ecobank Ghana also saw its profits before tax go up by more than 100% to hit 991 million cedis at the end of June this year. Meanwhile, Chief Executive of the Ghana Association of Banks, John Ewuah, had earlier told Joy Business it is still early days yet, despite the solid numbers.
It's still early days. We all know from managers of the economy that the recovery is happening, the economic recovery is happening. And as banks, as the economy recovers, of course, we should, as community, be the anchor to propel that growth. So, yes, the numbers look good. The only unfortunate thing is, whilst the top line is looking good, the risk element is also trending upwards, which is not the good news. Where our non-performing loan ratio is at the moment, I wouldn't say that the industry has turned the corner in terms of the quality of the earnings.
John Ewuah, Chief Executive of the Ghana Association of Banks. Now, Senior Finance Lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School, Dr. Benjamin Amoah, has urged commercial banks to explore innovative ways to help reduce high non-performing loans sitting on their books. Dr. Amoah believes this is one of the innovative ways to put the sector on a strong footing.
The banks themselves will have to look through their loan portfolios. They have to do their loan type and loan industry analysis to identify which areas of the economies are posing challenge when it comes to servicing of the loans. They also have to look at the individuals who may be struggling to service the loan and identify what possibly will be the challenge in their inability to service the loan. The banks will also have to look at their whole credit regime, how they go through the credit assessment. Because at the end of the day, the funds that the banks are using to create these loans are depositors' funds. So it is a responsibility of the banks to make sure that when these loans are extended, they are repaid.
You had a senior finance lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School, Dr. Benjamin Amwa, urging banks to explore strategic measures to reduce the high non-performing loans. Now, cement sales are yet to pick up despite the economy showing signs of recovery. Latest Bank of Ghana data revealed that the demand for the product is still below expected levels. Here's George Jaffe with more.
In January 2022, cement sales in the country stood more than 300,000 metric tons. However, based on Bank of Ghana's data ending May this year, it is now around 235,000 metric tons. The number showed significant drop in sales over the past 2 years. It is not clear for now what has influenced this drop, especially at the time that issues about pricing has come up strongly in terms of the cost of the product. However, some have also linked it to slow down in construction activities, especially the government projects, as a result of the move by the state to restructure debt owed external creditors and some development partners. Government is currently working to control the pricing of cement products in the country despite opposition from some industry players. Some of the manufacturing firms have told Joy Business that the current spike in prices can be linked to the city's depreciation, as some have warned that they will be forced to shut down their operations if government presses ahead with these price control measures.
Now, turning to other news, Executive Director of the Center for Applied Research and Innovation in Supply Chain Africa, Professor Dale Rogers, has praised Ghana's human resources as among the best globally. In an interview with Joy Business, Professor Rogers said that Ghanaians possess the skills to develop innovative artificial intelligence tools that can compete with global brands. He made the remarks on the sidelines of the Kariska 2024 Business Forum and Exhibition in Accra.
The human capital here in Ghana and across Africa is second to none. You got one of the great resources you have here are smart people, and a lot of them. It's really the most important resource a place can have. We got first-class people from KNUST working with me on an artificial intelligence project, supply chains, figure out pharmaceutical distribution. And the kids that are here can do the exact same stuff that kids in Europe or the U.S. or in China can. And so that's another, I think, important lesson. And
Professor Dale Rogers there, Executive Director of the Center for Applied Research and Innovation in Supply Chain Africa. Turning to Investor Eye, we're going to be hearing from Zakaria Haruna Baba, who is Senior Manager in charge of Risk Management Department at the Securities and Exchange Commission. He wants investors never to invest with a firm unless they have proof that the firm is licensed by a regulator of the financial market.
So as an investor or prospective investor, the one thing you should look out for is that whether the entity is registered with any financial regulator. We have the SEC, we have the Bank of Ghana. So you should look out for that element, that the certificate of authorization to operate as an investment firm or investment listing. So you have to first of all look out for that thing.
You had Haruna Zakaria Baba there, who is Senior Manager in charge of Risk Management Department at the Securities and Exchange Commission. Before we go look at the markets this morning, the currency market, the dollar going for 15 cedis, 60 pesos, the British pound going for 22 cedis. Also, the euro going for 16 cedis, 91 pesos. On the commodity market, crude oil dropped marginally to $79 a barrel. And that's good news for us at the pumps if the cedi stabilizes against the dollar. Obviously not. Gold increased by more than $2, selling at $2,386 an ounce. Cocoa open trading at $6,710 a ton after losing about $245. It's back to Winston and the team with more of the Super Morning Show.
Thank you very much, Daryl.
Yeah.
The cedi, you know.
Added the peso today, so
yes, it's gained a peso. I mean, the dollar has gained a peso.
Yeah.
And so that's problematic. The cedi is depreciated by a
the
peso.
The pound, though, 22 cedis.
Can you imagine? Oh, Daryl. Anyway, let's go for our inspirational song today. It's Hosanna by Kirk Franklin.
It's well.
It is well. It has to be well.
Let me
Good morning, Winston.
And good morning, Raymond.
Good morning, my dear friend. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Good to see you.
Oh, we are surviving.
God is still taking care of his children.
Yes,
You
yes,
definitely
yes,
have to
yes. Still
survive
the
in this
business.
economy. You
Yes.
have to.
Yes.
You need survival. Anyway, let's get into our Drive Safe campaign this morning, brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group, and supported by Toyota Superior Quality and Imperial General Assurance Solid Protection. Now, I want us to talk about the state of the Accra-Tema motorway.
Yeah.
Because, look, there's been lots of promises, and I'm sure many of us will remember the motor contract that was supposed to have started in 2021. The promise even at the time by the government spokesperson on infrastructure that it was going to start by December 2021. That did not happen. Then we came back to say work has begun on the Accra-Tema motorway in January 2024. But nothing is being done today.
And it was in the budget of 2024.
Exactly.
In fact, when you reference it, the parliament was actually ecstatic that this was going to be fixed. And yet, we are not getting the 10 lane, and you're not fixing the original motorway too. So we are almost like, in the middle of that. But Winston, we sat here and had a conversation about whether or not we could be able to raise the almost 600 million, as if $500 million from the source they told us we were going to get the money from, and the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund. We went through the things they are doing with the money, whether or not they even have funds available to support it. The government said, no, it's only for the first phase. Then some people had hoped that maybe if it's just for the first phase, they could commence the projects with it. But we are sitting here basically every week. If today is Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
You would hear in the course of the week one accident, one incident, one problem also on the motorway. But we've forgotten that we also made it almost impossible for people to live within Central Accra so that they can work in Central Accra. So many people have to traverse that stretch and come to work every morning. The stress of having to do that is a very big one. And if you have not learned, how many did they say they are counted now? The number of potholes, because it keeps increasing by the day. If you have not learned the number of potholes and how to avoid them, oh, come on. Your car is also in another big trouble. So it compounds it in a way that makes it difficult for anybody waking up and coming on and using that stretch. It's almost like you dread, before your productive hours of the day, you dread a journey that you'll be very, very angry at. A journey that you may not go well, may have difficulty with your car, you may be involved in an accident, and all the negative things that's likely to happen. And for all of these years, just motorway, you forget about the factories you're unable to revive. Just motorway. We have been discussing for more than, for God knows how long.
Let's listen to this report.
Iron rods and the concrete slabs are now visible barely 6 months after the motorway benefited from the 150 million released for patching potholes across the country. The rains came and simply washed away the bitumen, and the potholes have returned. I can imagine a driver telling himself, Eric, slow down, your ties, as he approaches this dangerous spot. Drivers have no option but to slump into the iron rods-ridden potholes. Eric Upon is a victim.
Last week, I blasted for there, but I didn't see early, so I passed up where the iron rods took the side.
Ride-hailing and taxi drivers like Stephen Ayano now avoid working at night because of the poor condition of the motorway.
There was a time I saw a pothole around and I was like, what is this?
After traveling the entire stretch of the motorway from Accra to Tema and back, we counted a staggering 112 potholes.
Right, so welcome back. That's it. That's the situation. And this one, I want to hear from you. For those of you who use the Accra-Tema motorway. Now, I mean, as a man whose farm is in the Volta, one of the places I dread using is the motorway. And so these days, you find ways and means of using the other side of the road. I mean, the other side. You use Ebri through Ekropong, Latte, and Somanya, and you go.
Yeah, meandering.
Yeah, you don't want to use the motorway because it's a death trap.
It's stressful, and for people who have to do it every day. I mean, really.
See,
enduring this every day is a problem.
Please share your experiences with us using the Accra-Tema motorway. Okay, join us on X. Use the hashtag JoySMS, and then on WhatsApp 055-1111 997. Let's learn how to say it right.
Yes, and it's brought to you by Kingdom Books. Kingdom quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you.
Something must be done. You say either, I say either.
Well, since we're talking about roads, a bit of a revision. Vehicle. How do you pronounce that, George?
Come again.
Vehicle. Give it a try.
No, I'm lost.
Vehicle.
Oh.
Motorcycle.
Vehicle.
Motor vehicle.
No, it's not vehicle. Vehicle. So if you want to say it right, it's vehicle. And so for all of us who say vehicle, because you see VEHI, please. Vehicle. Is that simple?
Motor vehicle.
Motor vehicle. Yes.
Tomorrow you have to do the one that is causing problem in Parliament, the long word that is raising issues in Parliament.
Which one?
Oh, the one that the Deputy Finance Minister mentioned that the people do not understand.
Which of the deputies?
Oh, no, I'm talking about sticker.
Okay.
Yes,
the doctor himself.
Yeah.
The newspaper review now brought to us by Access Bank, more than banking.
Now, the Daily Guide is reporting this morning, ministry recruits 15,000.
Daily Graphic.
The Daily Graphic, yeah. Yes, the Daily Graphic is reporting this morning. Ministry recruits 15,200 nurses, midwives, and the process is starting on August 5, Monday. Right, so... Yes, that's a very interesting one. We all have been complaining. I've heard some people complaining that they've gone through school, sometimes being paid allowances to them to train them, and yet we were not recruiting them into the system when other countries needed them. I mean, some of us were even willing to admit that it's not as if we did not need nurses. Let's not get it wrong. Our patient to nurses ratio is not up to the WHO standard. So that particular understanding we should have. We needed nurses. But there were impediments in the way of recruiting nurses. One of them was finance. The other was also where to work and the structures available for them to work. So we had difficulties trying to fix that problem. But this 15,000 is supposed to improve it. But I understand the backlog is huge.
Yeah, Raymond, the WHO is 1 to 1,000. Currently, actually, we have about 1 to 750.
That's what they are reporting.
Yes, that's what the Ministry of Health reports. That we're currently doing well, but we're performing poorly when it comes to doctor to patient ratio. Where instead of 1 to 1,000, we have about 1 to over 4,000. So we have a problem with the patient to doctor to patient ratio. Of course, while we may have exceeded the nurse to patient ratio, the WHO one, we still would need more, because the more would actually help in the improvement of this thing. But I am interested in the timing.
Because it's August.
I am more worried about whether there is the necessary budget allocation.
Exactly, the budget allocation for it.
And for me, well, fine. If that there is a location for it, then okay, voila. But at a time when revenue, might hit the half-year target, but still there are some concerns. If we have the required budget of funds that have been set aside for this, well, that's okay. Especially going into an election season, the concern has been about prudent spending and ensuring that we manage the overruns.
One of our biggest sources for funding health in this republic is the NHIL and the other taxes involved in that.
National Health Insurance Levy,
We hardly deliver to the authority the full amount that goes into the kitty of the National Health Insurance Authority. It will not be strange to actually say that we have devoted a portion of that amount of money to concentrate on training, recruitment of new health professionals. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. Yes, and I dispute very much that we are doing way better when it comes to the international standards on what they call it, the population of nurses required. Because take institution to institution. They'll report to you the massive difficulties they are having with some of these things. But that's not a substantive matter. We can fund it if we truly need them. Alternatively, if we are not in the position, I think there's nothing wrong. It might hurt our pride a little bit, but we've even promoted it before. Facilitate their transition to other countries who will need them now. They will acquire skills. They will probably come back in the nearer future to help train another cohort or share some of the skills with these people. We cannot be static in our thinking about it when, on one hand, we fund their education. We put and give them allowances on top of that, even if you are converting them to whichever institutions that they are supposed to be.
Has Cuba got a similar system like that where they still find a way to export their doctors and then bring them back to help the economy and all the rest? So for me, I think it's very, very interesting. If you have the required funds set aside for this, yes, there might be issues about timing. Well, every action that any sitting government would take, there will always be political meanings into it.
Yeah, but of course, the August is, it's close elections and all of that. But I want to look beyond
more
that.
Things going
in any
into
case,
the
if they
elections.
recruit 15,200 or so of them this year, they'll work for God knows how long, forever, right?
Yeah.
So they're not going to only work under an MPP or NDC government. So I am willing to look beyond that. I'm looking at the rationale of having to keep people you have trained home when you knew perfectly that your demand or your rating, you needed them at a point in time. Or we're just not willing to do so because we have made similar arguments about the teachers we train who end up in the house. Then later on, we have a scheme for getting some of them on board. Anyway, but that's not the only big story on the front page of the Daily Graphic. The other one is mid-year budget silent on long-term reforms. That's what PwC is saying. Yeah, but I think, we have a medium-term budgetary framework, right?
Yeah.
I also get the point you're making about this, but sometimes I think when people realize that you cannot really do the kind of reforms that you need or require.
Very rigid budget.
Yeah, so
and
you just have to avoid it and create the impression that, let's move on with our lives.
And if you go through that report by PricewaterhouseCoopers, it raises a very, very critical question that these signs of economic recovery that we are experiencing can be directly linked to the IMF program. So when we exit this program, we still carry out the necessary restraints and all the rest, and that's a big concern for Pricewaterhouse going forward in terms of that what will happen to the economy after an IMF program.
It was Dr. Komenda Sugar who told me that there was a time the late President Mills said they should extend the stay of the IMF because it appears that under the IMF we are more disciplined, and if we can't get our people to be disciplined beyond 2011 there, we should extend their stay. Let them comfortably be with us. And that there's no need to move on quickly. And
the former chair of the finance committee has also had that strong, that if he becomes a finance minister, he will sign an agreement where we will always be under a fund program.
But why do you always want to be under a fund program?
Because we can raise the independence tag and we are whatever this country we don't need and all the rest, but numbers do not lie. Some will raise concerns about the harsh fiscal consolidation program that we undertake and whether it has a human face and what happens to those people down there. But the numbers will always show that the economy does better when we are in the fund program than when we are not in a fund program.
Well, Raymond, the Deputy Finance Minister, Dr. Stephen Amoah, sends a message. He says, "Good morning. I am listening. Why? Why?"
Oh, I am only saying that.
Dog.
I know the word. I like the word. It appears some MPs do not know the word. So it is only proper and congruous that it becomes the next education we give the people of this republic. Hopefully his colleagues may benefit from it.
Oh, you're also Anyway, let's move to other stories.
Anyway, let me end there. Jackpot's actions constituted misconduct. That's on the front page of the Daily Graphic too, before you move on.
The new finder, we have lithium fiscal regime advantageous, but potential risk could impact expected revenues coming from think tank. There also, President Akufo-Addo commissions a 60 million phase 2 expansion project of the US University. Did the conferment come on the
Yes,
Okay,
he had
okay,
it.
finally it came on. Okay,
but I mean, like I have indicated,
Does he really want to?
the whole controversy about an honorary doctorate degree doesn't really put food on your table.
Doctor.
Okay, the conversation today.
Yeah, but we even gave what they call it, Matthew Opoku-Prempeh.
Yeah.
A doctorate degree from UCC, right?
Yeah.
As education minister. Yeah. But Opoku-Prempeh acted under Akufo-Addo.
Yeah.
As so having a sitting president also receiving, you can question other things you do not believe he has done right, which is perfectly good. But I did not know when we started becoming so. I thought the rule had been if the person is a military dictator, the person is. See, one of those criteria one would understand. But, and again, to the extent that you say, oh, I've invoked cases, but this is 21st
But
century.
my problem really is that, look, if, if you are Akufo-Addo, and at this point people are talking about honorary doctorate degree, you will be happy. Because it actually saves you of all the economic problems we're going through. Yes. And I say, it's time to focus on the economic problems. Look, Kweku Kwating has made a fantastic point that all of us today must recognize there's a problem. And all of us must get to the table and decide that this is how we want to go. The admission alone, for me, is the best you would get from somebody who's close to government, who is in government. We're talking about nursing and midwives, nurses and midwives. What is the fiscal impact of this? We must know the analysis they've done.
Going forward.
Going forward. So we're employing 15,000 people. How's that going to impact us going forward? It's not just saying we're going to employ 15,000 people. We have started the process and that's the end of it.
Let me still continue with the new finder. There's another interesting story on the front page, Raymond, for those who are making some payments in pound sterling. And it's true, cedi strengthens against the pound sterling. We've seen some interesting developments happen, even though it was still struggling to find its feet against the dollar. It's making some gains when it comes to the British pound. So the Ghanaian cedi exhibited mixed performance last week, strengthening against the pound sterling, whilst weakening against both the US dollar and the euro. So you realize there was somewhere around 2016, 2020. It's come down actually to 20 now, and I don't know what is happening.
Today we checked that it's going to 2022.
Yeah.
I think
So
in 22 to $1.
No, that is 20 cedis.
To the pounds.
Yeah, to the pound. Yeah. So from around 20 cedis, 22 pesos is now scaling down.
It's not 20 to 22 pesos again.
The governor is making some interesting developments during the NPC where he was raising concerns about, even though the rate of depreciation has slowed, sentiment and issues about the elections, the uncertainty and all the rest is driving that depreciation. And for anybody who is managing the monetary space, he thinks that it is quite a difficult situation in dealing with that challenge.
Look.
Yeah, but this is not the first time we've had elections.
This is not the first time. And this is not the first time. We actually, you see, today, people just don't see the dollar as a currency needed for imports. They see the dollar as an investment tool.
Yeah.
So once the dollar becomes an investment tool, and I was having a conversation with somebody who said, Masa, if you have dollars, keep it. It will never come down. But you see, as you try to encourage him to put his dollar within the system, he tells you, so that somebody will go and keep it. I'd rather keep it myself.
I think that this thing about dollarization, a lot of experts have said it, that, the biggest antidote to this is about stabilizing the local currency. You can put in place all the policies, but if your local currency is not strong, any rational human being would actually find a way to hedge against inflation. So yes, we could put in place all the laws and everything, but the biggest challenge is that everything must be done to stabilize the local currency. When your local currency is strong, nobody will be forced to price in dollars when the local currency itself is strong.
What I'm thinking about is that those who are going to school in the UK in September, they have to look for almost 4 times the amount of money some of us look for. Maybe 12 times Winston's time. 60s, is different. Yes, but I mean, that to me is a problematic trend. That almost 4 times the amount of money that some of us got. That's just 2020 anyway. Anyway, now the Ghanaian Times is also reporting biggest nursing midwifery school opens as president receives honorary doctorates degree, second phase of US project, biggest nursing project in the entire country. Now, we've not paid $10 million to SGAG, that's the Bank of Ghana. They say they've established letters of credit for SGAG. They have not made payments, or there's not been demands on these letters of credit. That's what they are saying. And this is sources the Ghanaian Times is quoting from the Bank of Ghana. Yes.
Yes, let's get to the online. Okay, just quickly.
Just quick one. The graphic business government confident of meeting the 470 million Eurobond Eurobond repayment, and private banks, contractors next in this whole debt restructuring. Yeah.
Let's get to our online news review brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest. Goil Good Energy, Goil, Yenaredia. And myjoyonline.com this morning, GRA Finance Ministry sued over tax waivers for 42 companies. And KNUST staff files another suit challenging Vice Chancellor's tenure extension. Let's go for the BBC News now.
And it's brought to you by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us, Old Mutual, 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime.
Beautiful people, we are live in town, soaking in the excitement about the partnership between Access Bank and PABS, revolutionizing the way people move money across Africa. Let's hear directly from those reaping the benefits.
It's a relief. Anytime I send money back home, my family receives exactly what I send them, instantly.
I'm studying in Ghana, but originally from Nigeria. With this service, my parents send my school and hostel fees directly, and they do it with so much ease.
I run a fashion business. Let me tell you, sending and receiving money across Africa without those annoying forex fees has really cut down our operational costs.
Benefit from instant payments across Africa with zero foreign exchange hassle. Visit our website www.ghana.accessbankplc.com or call our toll free on 0800 00 4400 for all your cross-border payments.
Pass it with Access Bank.
Access Bank, more than banking.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Goil, anytime, anywhere. From Wa to Tumu, now Vrungo to Bolgatanga, Tamale to Salaga, it's Goil. Nkuranza to Banda, Kumasi to Abwasi, Tadi to Cape, Orokodo, Tema to Ho, Accra, and all over Ghana. Goil brings you quality choices. Fuel up at any Goil station near you. Goil, good energy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Choboy! We have a new leader in town. Obiarenti. Amanfo. Me don't want to be. When him say my baby, maybe more charcoal for whiter teeth. More charcoal. Not only that, maybe lemon. More lemon. Zinc for fresher breath. More zinc. And fluoride for stronger teeth.
Introducing the new President Charcoal packed with more power with a combination of charcoal and lemon for naturally whiter teeth. Grab yours now. This advert is FDA approved.
Enhance your business operations with the HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer. You can print, copy, and scan up to 19 pages per minute with high-quality mobile scans or customizable shortcuts in the HP Smart app that delivers effortless use from wherever you work so you can focus on growing your business. Take advantage of its Wi-Fi direct printing and intuitive touchscreen, which are both designed to simplify your day. With the HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer, experience fast fast and easy setups, and improved overall printing efficiency with a 20,000-page duty cycle built to keep you and your business secure and moving forward with embedded security that is pre-configured out of the box to detect and stop attacks. The HP Color LaserJet 150NW printer is available at all Kompu Ghana stores. Visit KompuGhana.com or call 0302 752 020 for more information.
Throw food parcels to them, and they've been doing it for almost 30 years.
Las Patronas, Thursday at 1:30 and 8:30 GMT, or listen now at bbcworldservice.com. Business Daily is in 30 minutes.
Today, we're looking at Japan's decade-long effort to increase its number of female leaders and managers. It's struggling to hit its original target. We'll hear from the first ever female boss of Japan Airlines. Are things finally changing?
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
This week on People Fixing the World from the BBC World Service, we're meeting innovators who are trying to help people stay cool without harming the environment. We'll meet the man from Burkina Faso who's on a mission to design buildings that can deal with extreme heat.
It's so simple, but it works. And that's what I'd love to do with my knowledge, my architecture, to contribute to create buildings that are cooling, that are serving the community and inspiring for the world. That's what I'm trying to do.
And we'll go to Ireland to meet an innovator who's developing a greener type of air conditioner.
I always thought these were cool metals. They do stuff that you don't expect metals to do. They change shapes, they heat themselves up, they cool themselves down.
That's all coming up with me, Myra Anubi, on People Fixing the World right after the BBC News.
I'm Debbie Russ with the BBC News. Hello. Riot police in Venezuela have fired rubber bullets and tear gas at protesters who took to the streets in large numbers to denounce the official outcome of Sunday's presidential poll. Crowds have demonstrated in towns and cities across Venezuela, condemning Nicolas Maduro's re-election as fraudulent. Some residents of poorer parts of the capital, Caracas, that have traditionally supported Mr. Maduro joined the protests. The leader of Venezuela's opposition, Maria Corina Machado, claimed they had evidence that their candidate won the election.
This is a miracle, a miracle. Today, I want to tell all Venezuelans in the country and abroad, to all the Democrats of the world, we now have proof of the truth of what happened yesterday in Venezuela. We did it. We did it.
Landslides in the Indian state of Kerala have killed more than 30 people. Heavy rain in the Wayanad district turned rivers into muddy torrents, sweeping away trees and vehicles and submerging buildings. Samira Hussain has more details from Delhi.
Rescue efforts continue after 3 landslides hit Kerala in just 4 hours. But the collapse of a main bridge and continuous rain is making it difficult to reach those that are trapped. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and leader of the opposition Rahul Gandhi have both expressed their condolences on social media. Kerala is prone to heavy rain and flooding. In 2018, more than 400 people were killed in Kerala during the worst flooding to hit the state in almost a century.
The men's triathlon in the Paris Olympics has been postponed for 24 hours because of continuing concern about the water quality of the River Seine. Tests carried out in the early hours of the morning revealed that despite an improvement, the levels were still considered not safe. Officials said the health of athletes was the top priority. A public inquiry in Britain into a massive car bombing in the town of Omagh in Northern Ireland more than a quarter of a century ago will hold its first hearing today. The bombing was the worst single atrocity of the 30 years of conflict known as the Troubles. 29 people were killed in the attack. Sarah Gervin reports.
Families of those killed in the Omagh bomb have been campaigning for a public inquiry for more than a decade. The attack was carried out by the dissident Republican group the Real IRA, which split from the much larger Provisional IRA after objecting to its ceasefire. No one has ever been convicted of the atrocity. The inquiry will examine whether steps could have been taken to prevent the bombing. It will also evaluate the intelligence picture at the time, but its purpose is not to identify the culprits behind the attack.
This is the World News from the BBC. The Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez is due to be questioned shortly by a judge about allegations of corruption against his wife. The investigation centres on a complaint brought by a far-right campaign group that Begoña Gómez used her position to secure sponsors for a university course that she ran. The Prime Minister will be questioned as a witness in the investigation. The case has dominated Spanish politics, with opponents of Mr Sánchez demanding his resignation. An EU agency has complained that alleged human rights abuses by the authorities against migrants and refugees along the bloc's borders are not being properly investigated. The EU's Fundamental Rights Agency says there are credible reports of serious violations. Bethany Bell reports from Vienna.
The agency said that despite the vast number of credible reports about loss of life and alleged ill treatment on the EU's land and sea borders, there were very few investigations. It said the alleged abuse included physical violence, failure to rescue people in distress, and forced separation of families. It said victims rarely reported such incidents to the police. In France, one civil society organisation said that only 1 in 10 cases reported to them in Calais led to the filing of a complaint.
A collapse at a coal mine in northern Vietnam has killed 5 miners. The accident occurred on Monday night in Quang Ninh province, the country's main coal mining region. The victims worked for the state-owned firm Vina Comin. Investigators are looking into the cause. The mayor of Jasper in the Canadian Rockies, which lost a third of its buildings in a massive wildfire last week, says decades of fire prevention work saved the town from total destruction. The mayor told reporters that the efforts of firefighters and national park staff had fortified the community. The town's entire population was evacuated. BBC News.
My body, when you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling, oh, you go work, but you know it's out there your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, oh, cause you know it's out there your side. And when you dream, no say I live for you. And when you hustle every day, many wanna go. Anything you do, I live for you. Many want. If I believe I live your side, fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I live your side, fidelity.
I am Ohinere Gifty Auntie. You see, it always feels good when you receive that salary alert. I made a bold decision to invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan. And this means that I will get these alerts every month throughout retirement for the rest of my life. You too can retire on your own terms. So invest a lump sum in the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan today and enjoy guaranteed monthly income for life. Call Old Mutual on 050-453-4333 or visit oldmutual.com.gh to sign up today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Yes. Oh, no. Don't worry. By September. No. The timeline is that even July, if we go through July, we will not be up to August. This was like 2-3 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yet today, this is 2024. We are still having a conversation about a single sugar factory. Winston. And this conversation started when we said it was senseless for us to be importing all the amount of sugar we're importing. In fact, you get that. We were so angry at each other that it didn't make sense that we had a factory that could do this, and we ran it down, and we needed to bring it back into action. And Nkrumah is turning in his grave. We said all of those things. I do recall Spill Gabriel's time that, yes, before he leaves office, some action, real action will be done. There were even journalists who went to hold, how do you call it? Is it sugar or something? Or something of that sort. Claiming that, we are producing sugar and that we were good to go. We have done almost 8 years beyond this particular one. It is not only a sign of irresponsibility, it also shows you are not a serious people. Because it's only people who are not serious who will take more than 8 years to try and revive a single factory. Not 300 though, not 350. Not a new one. A factory that you said you have brought it back to life. We have done everything. And so, no, we needed investors. And we are not having a first level, second level of investors. Besine.
Raymond. So we'll get to that. That's a conversation we'll have here on the Super Morning Show. But this morning also, Member of Parliament for North Tong, Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa, he's been leading the conversation on the $34.9 million contract signed with Service Ghana Auto Group Limited for the maintenance of the 307 ambulances. And he's joined us on the line this morning with some updates to the expose. Honorable Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hi, good morning, Winston. Thank you for having me.
Great. So, tell us, what's the latest update on the 307 ambulances procured in 2019?
Well, good morning to all your listeners, Winston. This scandal is getting more and more shocking by the minute. So it has emerged that the very people who masterminded the inflated and unconscionable $34.9 million spare parts deal, a deal which literally means that for each ambulance, the Ghanaian taxpayer is spending $113,000 on one ambulance. We all know that those who masterminded this hurriedly set up a company even after they have been given the ambulances to service. And they were being paid 8 months before they sat to sign a contract. We know how shady and dubious that company, Service Ghana Auto Group Limited, and this is according to the Auditor General, how they engaged in over-invoicing, how the procurement laws of our country were flagrantly violated in their favor. So that was the first episode. The second episode revealed the powerful people behind the whole scheme. We now know that the president's daughter's business associates, business partners, and close associates who put this whole rot together. In this third episode, Winston, we have discovered that the same people who were given this $34.9 million contract a few days before Ken Ofori-Atta left office. These same people apparently are the guys who were made to set up different companies to procure the ambulances. Once again, single-sourced, no regard to the procurement law.
Hold on a minute. When you say different companies, explain. I mean, which companies, how many companies?
So for the spare parts deal, remember they used Service Ghana Auto Group Limited. You remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
Now, for the procurement of the ambulances, they didn't use Service Ghana. These are the companies they used. 8 companies. ELOC Consult and Services Limited, Best Engineering Works Limited, Blue Mix Company Limited, Prestige Era Company Limited, RDC Company Limited, Luxury World Auto Group Limited, and Quality Suppliers and Builders Company Limited. Now, interestingly, 6 out of these 8 companies were all formed in 2017, between April and September, when President Akufo-Addo became president, when he was sworn in on the 7th of January 2017. You will also discover that some of these companies were hurriedly incorporated, and their principal activity, what they were being formed to do, had nothing to do with importing ambulances. Like Best Engineering Works, you have a company like Prestige Era, some of them saying they are being incorporated to do road construction, to do engineering, and what have you. None of the 8 companies has a track record in ambulance importation, maintenance, servicing, and what have you. They've never imported ambulances. And to think that companies that have been so hurriedly put together with no links, with no licensing, because to import ambulances and the kind of maintenance regime required and all of that, you will really need not only the expertise, but you need a certain licensing regime. All of that were not followed. Now, it even gets murkier, Winston, when we discover that if you read page 2 of the Auditor General's report, and the last time you spent some time taking listeners through the content of that report.
Sure.
Now, page 2 of that report says that government officials told the auditors that the value of these 307 ambulances is $54.3 million. You remember that?
Yes.
$54.3 million.
Yes.
When you go to page 24, when the Auditor General decided to assess the insurance regime of the ambulances, the Auditor General was told that a unit cost of the ambulance is $80,000. $80,000. When you do the math, you notice that at $80,000 times the 307 ambulances, the value of the ambulances should have been $24,560,000 at $80,000, nowhere near the $54.3 million. So just as you have the inflationary pricing when it comes to the spare part, it was the same modus operandi when these ambulances were being procured. And remember that it is the same modus operandi when they were even servicing that illegal servicing contract because the Auditor General discovered that they engaged in over-invoicing, which is fraudulent, which is criminal. So you see a pattern very consistently. Any opportunity, they inflate. The Auditor General says that at $80,000, we should have received $24.5 million as the bill. Now, even if you add the 10% insurance premium of that will be $8,000 to the $80,000, the entire amount should not have exceeded $29.7 million. And yet, we paid $54.3 million. Now, if you put this amount we paid in context, it means instead of 307 ambulances, we could actually have, with that amount of money, with $54.3 million, we could have bought 678 ambulances. It means that we got less than half the actual value.
Okay.
I mean, it's
I mean, I have
just
seen
criminal.
Yes, I have seen that part that you talk about. That is, I think, paragraph 46. It says that the premium per Mercedes-Benz Sprinter ambulance was $8,000, based on 10% on cost of $80,000 per Mercedes-Benz Sprinter ambulance. But let's come to the latest one. You've talked about the 8 companies, 6 of which were founded in 2017. Now, you say these are associates of the president's daughter. Can you justify that?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
If you pay regard to the incorporation documents which we have in our possession, you take ELOC Consult. ELOC Consult is run by Stephen Okoro. Remember the name Stephen Okoro. This is the same gentleman who is director with the Service Ghana Auto Group Limited.
Sure.
So he's from the Service Ghana Auto Group Limited fame. Now, it is quite instructive to note that this is the same gentleman who gave President Akufo-Addo his first granddaughter. When you continue to assess the incorporation documents, you notice that Stephen Okoro brings on board a brother, initially not presented as such, Solomon Okereke. But we have pierced the veil, gone beyond to find out who exactly this gentleman is. And we noticed that he only tried to play smart. He's also an Okoro, so he's Solomon Okereke Okoro, who is a brother to this close associate of Jan Krumah.
How do you come to the conclusion that is a brother? They could have names, but same name, but may not be related.
Good, brilliant question. So beyond obtaining official documents, and I've indicated that we have intercepted his passport, we've also done background checks. We've done the requisite due diligence, and the parliamentary oversight we have done comes to that firm conclusion. So we are on solid ground on that. That has been confirmed beyond any doubt. They cannot deny it. It is irrefutable. It is unimpeachable. It is irreproachable. And when you assess all the other companies, Best Engineering Works, you see there Alvin Mensah, who is a long-time associate of Edwina Akufo-Addo. That also has been checked. We've done all the due diligence. And then you assess all the other companies, Blue Mix, Prestige Era, RDC Company Limited, Luxury World, Quality Supplies and Builders Company Limited. You'll observe that these are subscribers. If you pay attention to the incorporation documents of Service Ghana Auto Group Limited, you see that the remaining companies, though these companies are in an alliance of a sort, they are the subscribers, the trustees of Service Ghana Auto Group Limited. So you see the link. These are companies registered together, working together, having a partnership. So it is the same group of people.
Honorable Abaka, since there's a running story, we definitely would come back to you for more information. But before we wrap it all up, the Ghanaian Times this morning says that alleged payment for spare parts for ambulance, we've not paid 10 million to SGAG, Bank of Ghana. And they say that the Bank of Ghana has denied claims it has paid an amount of $10 million to Service Ghana Auto Group for spare parts and maintenance contract. It entered with the National Ambulance Service. Now, according to the Ghanaian Times, a source within the bank disclosed to the Ghanaian Times that no payment has been made so far since no demand had been placed for such payment to be effected. This is a quote, "We've established the letters of credit in favor of Service Ghana Auto Group for $10 million. We confirm that there has not been any payment on the LC and we are yet to receive any call or demand on it." How do you respond to this?
That source may just be engaging in semantics. If you go through the GIFMIS system, and we have published our findings from GIFMIS, you would note that Ken Oforiatta, who instructed on the 9th of February that this $10 million be released, he instructed the contract accountant general from the GIFMIS system on the 23rd of February this year. The instruction was carried out and that LC was established. And indeed, from the GIFMIS system, it is stated emphatically that release of funds. So the documents we have contradict what that source. And you see, we are talking about public funds. Whoever is speaking to the Ghanaian Times should be bold to own up. Look, since this scandal, look at the statement the Ministry of Health issued last week. It just says PR unit. Nobody is boldly owning up and speaking to these things. Why is everybody hiding?
Okay.
Why? If you guys have nothing to hide, I mean, it is so disrespectful. You don't treat the Ghanaian people like that. These are our resources. Whoever is trying to dispute the evidence we've put out, documents, letters that have been signed, payments that have matured, under GIFMIS, be bold and speak out. Let's know who is speaking up. Those are the Ministry of Health who put out that, very porous and dishonest statement last week, and only signed by, say, PR unit. What is PR unit?
All right.
People should own up
Honorable Blackwell.
and should be accountable.
Okay. Thank you very much, Honorable Blackwell. It's an ongoing story. We definitely will come back when there's need for more details. Thank you very much. That's Member of Parliament for North Tongue and Chairman of the Government Assurances Committee in Parliament, Samuel Okujeto Blackwell Raymond, talking about the latest, what he terms as his latest expose on the procurement of ambulance in this country.
Now, let me bring you some wonderful news from Access Bank, and they want to help you check your dream locations off your bucket list. Make your travel dreams a reality with Access Bank. Their aviation and hospitality desk is designed with you in mind. Let's help you book and pay for your ticket and also secure proper travel insurance. Whether it's a tropical escape or a visit to family, Access Bank has you covered. Avoid the hassle. Book your next flight with Emirates, South African Airlines, Air Peace, or Africa World Airline through Access Bank. Their 55 branch network gives you convenience, easy payment, and security. Also, they pay for your Qatar airline flights if you pay with the Access Bank Visa card today. You will enjoy 12% off. Visit africa.visa.com to register. Visit our website also, ghana.accessbankplc.com, or call our toll-free number 0800 004400 for more information and assistance. Access Bank, more than banking.
and you have a game-changing, innovative business idea or project that can impact society, then this is your moment. Total Energies presents the 4th edition of the Startupper of the Year Challenge. This year, we're looking for 3 winners. The best entrepreneur, also known as the InnovUp winner, the best project or innovative business idea exemplifying recycling and minimizing waste, the Cycle Up winner, and the best project promoting or relating to sustainable and affordable energies, the Power Up winner. And that's not all. 4 additional projects in the Power Up category will be selected by an international jury. Don't wait any longer. Apply now at startupper.totalenergies.com for your chance to win financial support, professional mentorship, and a spotlight for your project. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, where are you headed? Are you going shopping at the mall or buying fuel for your vehicle? All that you need to do, surely you should enjoy this one. Enjoy your favorite meal at a restaurant, or getting home essentials at your favorite shop, or you are shopping online for the things you need. Wherever you go, whatever you're doing, do it with SG Visa Card. The SG Visa Card is your best option to make payments for goods and services online or anywhere with a point of sale machine. Enjoy a world of amazing opportunities available with the SG Visa Card. Go about your business anywhere in Ghana with the comfort and security of your money available to you always. Make your life easy and use your SG Ghana Visa Card today. To find out more, just call this number 0302 214 314. SG Ghana. The future is you.
So what's luck? For many, luck is that glorious moment when you find money in your trousers, right? Especially when you're broke. For others, luck is being picked out of a crowd for a reward. But for us, luck is a life-changing event, and we believe everyone deserves a shot at it. And luck is coming with prizes so exciting, they'll make your head spin. Want to be the luckiest? Dial *712# and get your ticket. The more you buy, the better your chances of winning. And remember, when you hear that catchy jingle, it's your cue to pay attention. It could be your lucky day. Luck is on its way to you and your community, so stay sharp. The luckiest luck is everywhere.
Now, WhatsApp allows you to transfer money at only a tiny fee using a Visa card. It's Express Pay, right?
Express Pay, yeah.
Yeah, it has Express Pay. We keep falling for you. Yes, our prices are falling. Send 100 Ghana Cedi and pay 1 Ghana Cedi. If you send 200 Ghana Cedi, you are paying just 2 Cedi. For the ballers, though, when you send 5,000 Ghana Cedi, Western's Group, you pay 10 Ghana Cedi. Basically, any amount of money over 1,000, you pay 10 Ghana Cedi per. There's more. In this month of July, Express Pay is filling the car tank of many, many lucky customers. 1 new customer and 1 old loyal customer every single day, Monday to Friday, till the end of July. Simply spend 500 Ghana Cedi or more by paying for services or sending money with your Visa card to qualify. So download the Express Pay app for simplified payments, 24/7 customer service, tiny fee, infinitesimal level fees. Yes, and a full car tank. I'm looking for the flossy kind of word not to describe this one. Small fee anyway. And you get a full car tank. Express Pay in partnership with Visa has made these tiny fees possible across 9 banks. Stanbic, Ecobank, Stanchart, ABSA, FNB, Fidelity, Carl, First Atlantic, and GT Bank Visa card holders. This is your opportunity. Terms and conditions apply.
And in these times of high electricity tariffs, of course, we're all feeling it, aren't we? Build Free Solar Hybrid Air Conditioners is the air conditioner that you need to save you the cost of electricity. Build Free Solar Hybrid Air Conditioner cools your buildings comfortably with very low energy consumption. And the amazing part is that the air conditioners are built with the latest German technologies that give you 80% more savings on electricity bills for using Build Freeze compared to your traditional air conditioners. Build Free Solar Hybrid Air Conditioners come with a 6-year warranty and free after-sale service for a year. Please call for purchases on 0531 100 915, 0531 100 915. Build Freeze, cooling for the people at lower electricity billing.
Have they come to change your meter too?
Yes.
People came to change my meter. Now I don't even know how to operate the new one. Then it's become wahala for me. Then don't want to even fix it. Now you change the meter, I'm not there. At least send me a message. What did you take my number for? I mean, sometimes how these people operate, I don't understand.
The meter,
You change the meter. I don't even know how much is left on the thing again. Anyway, you let me deal with other important matters. Which bank in Ghana is always at your service? Omni Basic. Which bank is ready to assist you with their 24-hour state-of-the-art contact center, Winston?
Omni Basic.
Which bank is Ghana's fastest growing corporate bank and Bank of the Year 2023?
Omni Basic.
At Omni Basic, we are always at your service. So call us on this number 0302 086000 or 0302 758 555 or 0800, that's the toll-free number, 100-790, or visit any of our branches nationwide to open an Omni Basic bank account today and enjoy exceptional customer service. Omni Basic Bank, at your service.
And look, let me tell you about Imperial General Assurance, which brings you the collision insurance policy. Yes, now we give you insurance beyond the road. The collision insurance from Imperial General Assurance gives you protection in the event of a collision with another car or an object. The policy offers repair of your damaged car parts resulting from the collision, hospitalization benefits if you're admitted beyond 3 days. Yes, you need not be involved in an accident to benefit, and all third-party benefits. So whether you're a taxi driver, trotro driver, or you are a private vehicle owner, collision insurance is for you. Sign up for the collision insurance motor policy from Imperial. Call us today on 0577 667 436 or talk to your broker or any of our agents across the country for further details. You can also follow us on all our social media handles. Terms and conditions apply. Collision insurance, insurance beyond the road. Imperial General Assurance, solid protection.
Now, are you ready to turn your dreams into a reality? Don't just dream it, own it with the loan from Fidelity Bank. Dreaming of a new home? Own it with Fidelity Bank loan. Dreaming of a brand new car? Just own it with Fidelity Auto Loans. Dreaming of getting the latest phone? Yeah, not the one you pay 175. But TV, fridge, furniture, laptop, or gaming console? Own it with Consumer Access Finance. Dreaming of expanding your business? Make it a reality with our business loan. And Fidelity Bank is offering flexible loans to businesses, salaried workers, and the self-employed at competitive rates. Competitive is the key word here. Dial 0800 003355 or visit any of our branches nationwide today to turn your dream into a reality with a Fidelity Bank loan. Terms and conditions apply. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
And you know, every time we eat, food and sugars are trapped between our teeth, leading to tooth decay, gum disease, and in some cases foul breath. Well, brushing your teeth every morning and night with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter gives your teeth the protection they need, leaving you with 10 times stronger teeth. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter is fortified with pro-fluoride and microcalcium ingredients, sealing tiny and invisible holes in your teeth. This prevents cavities, keeps your teeth strong, and keeps and mouth healthy. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter, maximum cavity protection, 10 times stronger teeth. To it, Pepsodent, 25 years of educating us to brush day and night, and is recommended by the Ghana Dental Association. You can get Pepsodent at any shop near you. Call their customer care center on toll-free 0800 2030. Always remember to brush your teeth in the morning and before you sleep at night. Pepsodent, every smile matters.
And we are still in the month of the third quarter, right? The first month of the third quarter.
Yes.
Yes. So if you're wondering how to hold your strategy planning meetings, board sessions, or staff retreats, I am recommending to you the only venue I know is the ultimate place to do so. Winston, you should also experience it because I check. Oh, time.
Yes.
Let
me borrow my Mavi's term.
I will arrange that.
Please do.
Safari Valley Resort. Think of the green, serene environment, accessibility, meeting room capacity, flow and layout of space, room flexibility, quality of equipment, staff, and first-class catering services. Then Safari Valley Resort is your first choice. Call Safari Valley Resort. Yes, that's how we say it in our hometown. Yes,
Easy.
What I said is that you just have to call Safari Valley Resort. Hey,
no, take your time.
It's still Valley. It's Safari Valley Resort.
Good. Now go ahead.
I'm not too well when you say that.
You know,
on 0596 914 394. Yes, call Safari Valley, bringing you closer to nature. That is Safari Valley.
I was actually going to ignore it until you started.
I didn't say anything. It was a gentleman.
Don't worry.
It's not even time for sports.
No, it's not time for. The man is confusing you. Anyway, let's talk about Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices. Now they've introduced an online store for your shopping convenience, which means you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com without physically coming to any of their branches. It's hassle-free, and they will arrange delivery to your home and office within a reasonable time, offering free delivery within Accra and Tema, and they accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions apply at Kingdom. Quality and affordability are their hallmarks. Stay with us, sports, and your birthday messages after these.
Hey, managing a business is not easy. I mean, all the beyond boss, CEO, entrepreneur, it takes hard work and a whole lot of please come and buy. Me, I'm getting tired though. I mean, I care about my business, but this stress and sleepless nights. Hey!
Dentina, unko MTN SME month nubi. Yes, yeah, fine pound. See, bra Enoch, who sells electronics on our junction. He participated last year and he got a lot of expert advice and some tech things that has made running his business very easy.
Because it's like he's not part of us.
It's time to take your business to the next level with modern tools and solutions designed with you in mind. Join MTN Business this July in Accra and Kumasi as we partner with SMEs for growth. Visit mtn.com.gh/business or call or WhatsApp 0244 308 111 for inquiries.
MTN.
Imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right, we are not just offering loans, we are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, 0244-674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
And where do you think you're going?
To train in the garden.
With my broom?
Mom, it's a javelin.
Oh, really? And that plate?
That's not a plate, it's a discus, Mom. We are training to become winners.
Well, you know you need lots of energy to become winners. So you both better start your day with Twisco before you go anywhere. Besides its great chocolatey taste, Twisco is enriched with Enerford, a blend of energy-boosting vitamins and minerals for little winners.
Thanks, Mom.
Got to keep my little winners in shape. Twisco, power your dreams.
This advert is FDA approved.
All right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show, and birthday messages brought to us by MTN.
Everywhere you go.
At Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And we'll bring you the birthday messages shortly, which means it's now time for sports, brought to us by MTN.
Everywhere you go.
Standard Chartered Bank,
here for good.
Twisco food drink, Twisco power your dream. But if it's football you want, we've got it all. Yes, all of it on DSTV, all the leagues, all the cups, and all the matches live in HD. This season promises to be exciting. DSTV, your home of entertainment.
So, folks, imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. I mean, picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right. We are not just offering loans, we are offering keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you are ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of these numbers: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, and the very last one is 0244-674-154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dream shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
And accessing super reliable healthcare should be the topmost priority for you and your family. That's why MultiPlus, powered by MTN, is giving you just that today. For a subscription fee of just 25 Ghana cedis a month paid on Momo, you can sign on to a health subscription plan that gets you access to unlimited in-store consultations with qualified healthcare professionals and over 160 covered medications and tests at participating pharmacies in the Ablekuma, Sakaman, Dansuman, Mamprobi, and Kaswa townships. And the favorite part is there's a dedicated nurse at the MultiPlus pharmacy who can teleconference the doctor when you need it, so you can access the best consultation services. And to get this great product, all you have to do is to download the Ayoba app and sign up today with your Momo account. Just download the Ayoba app and sign up with your Momo account. Take charge of your health conveniently and affordably. Sign up for MultiPlus, powered by MTN today.
Now, there's an exciting new chocolate beverage out there on the market you should know about. This is coming from the producers of Carbell. Permit me to introduce you to Twisco, a chocolate food drink with a blend of premium cocoa powder enriched with Enafort. Enafort is a combination of energy-boosting minerals and vitamins, including B vitamins, C, and also D, iron, and many more. Twisco is available in the 20-gram and can be found at your nearest neighborhood store in a delightful red sachet for only 1 Ghana 80 pesos. To enjoy all the goodness packed in the sachet, empty the content into a mug. You mix it in 180 milliliters of previously boiled water. You add milk and you stir nicely. Start your day with a cup of the great tasting Twisco. Empower your dream. This advert is FDA approved.
And this morning we'll be coming to you pretty soon with Joy Sports Center. I am Muftau Nabila Abdullahi, and guess what? There've been loads and loads of stuff happening in the Olympic Games, and it's been an incredible start to Olympic Games with stunning performances and emotional victories. Ghana will get its first taste of this year's Olympics later this morning when Harry Stessy gets into the pool in the men's 100 meters freestyle. And before he leads the country's journey, Africa already has 5 medals in the multi-sport event. But first, it is race day for Ghana at the Olympic Games. Swimmer Harry Stessy will compete in the men's 100 meters freestyle Heat 4 event at 9:27 a.m. this morning. The 24-year-old, who is Ghana's record holder in the event, qualified through a wildcard entry. What are the realistic chances of Harry Stessy in this race? Here's an analysis by Joy Sports, Daniel Cranton.
In swimming, the heats are distributed on that's what Fenty is saying, wild card. Most of them who are there basically didn't make their qualification time. They are 4, 5, 6 seconds behind the average time that is there. So it's probably going to be the slowest race. No matter who wins, will probably not win. Remember, in 2020 Tokyo, Abeku Jackson won that heat. Yeah, and it was still about 3-4 seconds behind the lowest qualification time for the semi-final. So that's just what it is. It's about enjoying the moment, going out there, swimming the best you can. And yeah, it's Olympic experience. It's something on the CV. So you should just go out and enjoy. And for Ghanaians watching, don't be screaming too much, because whatever happens isn't good.
Don't be screaming too much, but some people will be screaming on top of their voices as Harry Stessy goes into the pool later this morning. He's a member of the Marlin Sweet Club here in Accra. The founder of the club, Ralph Kwe, believes he is ready for today's test.
It's incredible. I'm incredibly proud. When he joined us 3 years ago, that was always his dream, to represent, to participate in the Special Olympics. And we told him that we have his back. We learned from him, he learns from us. And it's nice to see that the goal was achieved 3 years down the line. I mean, he is incredibly proud of the opportunity to represent Ghana for the Olympics. But I think his training over the years has prepared him for this opportunity. Of course, the big stage should be some nerves, but I think he's calm and ready to conquer and give us his best. So we should look forward to a wonderful performance from Harry Stessy.
Harry Stacey was a former member of the Marlins Swimming Club here in Accra, and Rafque was speaking to City Sports in an interview. South Africa's Tatiana Smith won Africa's first gold medal at this year's Olympic Games yesterday after triumphing in the women's 100 meters breaststroke. The 27-year-old qualified fastest for the final, and a strong second length saw her win the third Olympic medal at her career in a time of 1 minute and 5.28 seconds at La Defense Arena. That's my colleague Fenty Utahiro has details of Africa's medals at the Olympic Games.
Today was a good day, especially for South Africa. They got 2 medals. They got a gold in swimming in the women's breaststroke, 100-meter breaststroke. It was a great swim, really, from Tatiana Smith, who converted the silver she won in the event from Tokyo into a gold medal this time around. That's her third Olympic medal. Last time out in Tokyo, she won 2 medals, one of them being a gold medal in the 200-meter breaststroke. So the longer version of the same event, she won gold today. She won gold in that event in Tokyo, and she's defending that title on Wednesday. So hopefully she'll be looking to maybe get another medal in that event. So that was a really good day in the pool for her. South Africa also got a medal, a bronze medal in mountain bike in the cross-country event. The bronze medal is their first ever medal in biking. So that's 2 medals for South Africa today alone, and you add that to the bronze medal they won in the rugby competition and the rugby fives, and South Africa have 3 medals overall.
South Africa has 3 medals overall. Let's cross over to Nigeria, and their football team has struggled, losing back-to-back games. However, their women's basketball team, who are lowest ranked at the Olympics, stand world number 3, Australia 75-62 in their opening game. The Tigress, as they are nicknamed, won 3 of 4 quarters, including a sensational 11-0 run that helped them to a 13-point lead in the first quarter. Elsewhere, Novak Djokovic outclassed his longtime rival Rafael Nadal to win their Olympic second-round match and continue his bid to land an elusive gold medal. The Serb looked on a different level to Nadal for most of a one-sided contest, which he won 6-1, 6-4 on the Roland Garros clay. Meanwhile, Canada's women's football team have launched an appeal against having 6 points deducted in their Olympic group after a drone was used to spy on a rival team's training session. But they haven't yet appealed against Coach Priestman's 1-year ban. Now let's come home and head to Akropong, where Ghana Premier League champion Samatex are camping for this year's CAF Champions League preliminary round tie against Victoria United. Their head coach Nurdin Amadou tells Joy Sports he will draw inspiration from former Mediama head coach Augustine Evans-Odote and Abdul Karim Zito as he leads the Samurai Boy-based club into this year's CAF Champions League. Odote led Mediama to the group stages of the CAF Champions League, whilst Abdul Karim Zito reached the semi-final of the CAF Confederation Cup with Dreams FC, and Nurdin reckons their achievement will spare him and his team as they line up against Victoria United.
We are one of the 3 arms of government, and so on behalf of the Parliament of Ghana,
it's a privilege, and I take inspiration from many of them like Zito, like the Bendiama as a club, and so what they have been able to do, we're all proud of them. And so since it's our debut, we are also trying to go far. We'll try to do our best. It's not going to be easy, but we and the playing body, management, everybody, the investor, we are all motivated. We want to carry the team to a different level.
They want to carry the team to a different level, and carrying that team to that level will require massive support from Ghanaians. And the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Smani, has promised that the legislative arm of government will support them in the Africa campaign.
we are one of the 3 arms of government, and so on behalf of the Parliament of Ghana again, I pledge our support to you. Having last year donating 100,000, and in view of increase in interest rate and the depreciation of the cedi, if I give another 100, it means I'm giving you lower. So we'll do the exchange rate and other calculation and see how much that works up to. Even if it's up to 200,000, we'll give you.
That is Evans Manavagin speaking there. Now let's talk about American-born Ghanaian unicyclist Trehon Mambura. He says his reason for representing Ghana on the global stage in this year's unicycling championship is because of Ghanaians' hospitality. In an exclusive interview with Joy Sports after winning gold in this year's unicycling championship in USA, Trey shared his deep affection for Ghana.
I like Ghana. Ghana, you can, maybe there are a few nice things in US, but Ghana, you have such amazing people who are so hospitable and generous and just so nice and welcoming. And I can just go out and talk with anyone in town, meet anyone, and everyone's so open. And that is what is so amazing about Ghana, the people.
That is what is so amazing about Ghana. It is the people. Arsenal have signed Italy defender Riccardo Calafiori from Bologna for a fee up to £42 million, including add-ons. A 22-year-old who started Italy's 3 group games at Euro 2024 has signed a 5-year deal with Mikel Arteta's side. He has immediately joined up with his new teammates in Philadelphia. And Fulham have also reached an agreement with Arsenal to sign midfielder Emil Smith-Rowe for an initial fee of £27 million and potential add-ons of £7 million, taking the total to £34 million. And that is your Joy Sports Centre for this morning with me, Muftau Nabila Abdullah. Winston is back on the seat.
Thank you very much, Muftau, which means time now for the Joy Business Minute, brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, and build-free solar hybrid air conditioners, superior cooling with lower energy.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, and build-free solar hybrid air conditioners, superior cooling with lower energy. Government is expecting some significant reduction in the country's total debt before the end of this year. The Ghana signs debt restructuring agreement with external creditors before December this year. Some banks have posted strong profits for the first 6 months of the year. The development shows that banks are recovering from the debt exchange program. Cement sales are yet to pick up despite signs of economic recovery. Latest Bank of Ghana data reveals that the demand for the product is still below expected levels. And Air New Zealand has abandoned a 2030 goal to cut its carbon emissions, blaming difficulty securing more efficient planes and sustainable jet fuel. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, and build free solar hybrid air conditioners, superior cooling with lower energy.
All right, so welcome back. And Anointed Engineering Services Limited is into the sales of ultra-silent generators from 5 kVA to 2,500 kVA. And they undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generators. They also stock genuine spare parts of all kinds for various generators and do generator rentals. They have branches nationwide, and you can locate their latest branches in Amrahia Frames Oil on the main Adenta Dodowa Road, East Legon, Lagos Avenue Road opposite Tomric Hotel, Tema General Hospital Road, Community 9 just after the overhead, and Kaswa off the Weja Kaswa Road near Simaf Cement Depot, and at Odoko where they have their head office, number 77 Anointed House off the Odoko Malam Road. Call them on 0243 480334. Let's get interactive this morning here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Our social media messages brought to us by EcoBank, A Better Way, A Better Africa, and Malatu from Ernest Chemist, Malatu, Power Over Malaria. So it ends tomorrow, and I'm talking about the EcoBank Million Gang promotion. So this is your year. I mean, this is the year to stop singing and talking about shopping and enjoying life. And just do it because EcoBank has over 1 million Ghana cedis worth of cash and prizes in the EcoBank Million Gang promo for you and over 7,000 others across Ghana. Winners will be rewarded bi-weekly, and you can be one of them, winning up to 10,000 Ghana cedis. There will also be 3 monthly draws. And all you have to do is to deposit cash in multiples of 500 into your EcoBank account at your nearest EcoBank Express point or via EcoBank Mobile to stand a chance of winning. Other prizes include fuel vouchers, shopping vouchers, airtime, and many more. Promo runs from now to tomorrow, the 31st of July. So it's your time to chop life. Remember, every 500 Ghana cedis deposit earns you an entry into the EcoBank Million Gang draw. A better way to enjoy life, a better way, a better Africa. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank.
When shopping for a dress, you say,
of course, the low burst line. A
little tight by the hips, covered sleeves, off shoulder, definitely.
But when buying anti-malarial drug, you say,
is it not malaria? Give me whatever is available.
Choose your malaria drugs the same way you choose your dress. Always ask for Coartem. It's also available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets for children. Don't gamble with malaria. Choose right. Choose Coartem. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Malaria testing should be done before treatment. This advert is FDA approved.
We know say problem day, but you for chop life. Simply deposit cash in multiples of 500 Ghana cedis into your EcoBank account at your nearest branch, Express Point, or through EcoBank Mobile to win your share of over 1 million cedis in prizes in the EcoBank Million Gang promo, EMG. Be one of over 7,000 people to be rewarded. Hey, my God. Yes, so over 7,000 people go chop soft life from May to July 31, 2024. Be an EcoBank customer or be square. Remember, every 500 Ghana cedi deposit earns you a point for the EcoBank Million Gang today. EMG. Deposit today and win your share of 1.2 million in cash and prizes. A better way to enjoy life. A better way. A better Africa. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
All right, so welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us. And on big stories this morning here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by Telecel, connecting Energy's latest from your partner, beg your pardon, latest from your partner for life, and Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Yasha de Anka Factory, Bayne, Anka Komenda drivers in Yasha self fatisio, Shashi will be wide mouth for two. Ibian do mukomba in a brand yebre into a sarcophado. A
8 years after the commissioning of the Komenda Sugar Factory in 2016, we've spent $35 million, $24 million, 52 million Ghana cedis, and still the factory is not functioning. What is the problem? What can be done? What must we do? And that's a conversation we're having here on the Super Morning Show shortly. But first, are you ready to be the next millionaire in town? The Telecel More Money promo is getting exciting. 2 lucky winners will be rewarded 30,000 Ghana cedis every week. In fact, already 2 lucky winners have been rewarded with 30,000 Ghana cedis this week at Medina and Ahafo in the weekly draw. So what are you waiting for? 1 million Ghana cedis grand prize is up for grabs, and it could be you. Simply reload your mobile using your Telecel cash wallet and be part of the daily and weekly draws where you could win up to 30,000 Ghana cedis every week. Purchase data or airtime using your Telecel cash wallet and double your chances. Making payments onto your fixed broadband also gives you a chance to be the next millionaire. And the more you reload, the better your chances of winning in the Telecel More Money promo. To opt in for free, dial *500# or send WIN to 500 or visit the Telecel Play app. This promo is regulated by NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Telecel, connecting energies.
Now, do you want a British degree at a fraction of the cost? And I was discussing that earlier. That now you pay like 4 or 5 times what some of us paid some years ago. Do you want a vibrant student experience in the community that equips you with useful employability skills, taking you one step closer to the career of your dreams? Enjoy all these and more, plus up to 50% scholarship for your degree at Lancaster University, Ghana. Be taught by the finest faculty trained to UK standards at our campus. For more information, visit lancaster.edu.gh. You can also contact us via email at admissions@lancaster.edu.gh or call us on +233 020 960 7008. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in the entirety of West Africa.
And you picture this, so you're lying in bed after a long day seeking comfort and relaxation, but instead you're met with a mattress that sags beneath you. And that's a reminder of shortcuts and compromises. You know, your comfort and well-being should have never been compromised. That's why we at Latest Foam prioritize quality above all else. Step into our showrooms and experience the difference for yourself. Our high-quality mattresses and furniture crafted With your ultimate relaxation in mind, picture yourself waking up refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to take on the day. That's the Latest Foam promise. Invest in your well-being. Choose Latest Foam. Otherwise, you did do yourself. Latest Foam, your partner for life. Visit us today and sleep better tonight. Call us on 0302-231155-262 or 0322008499 or visit us online, latestfoamghana.com. So, Raymond, you were asking for this, I'm sure, the Deputy Finance Minister.
I think we don't have to bring in anything that will let our exercise be in purification. It will not help us. I don't think that is appropriate. So, Mr. Speaker, the point I'm making is that we need to, as a house, try to come together. Mr. Speaker, the word you use, none of us understood the word. What is the word? So we don't understand. Honorable Member, can you repeat the word? Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Before I repeat the word, I want to explain to him to understand, if you allow me, sir. The meaning of the word is exercise being conducted without any food, wordless exercise. Everything that will not yield the needed results. And the word is purification.
Mr. Akwa.
Yes. The word, no, it's too long for me.
I can't even repeat it.
Yeah. So the Flossino word, no. At some point, I don't know if it was deemed to be the longest word. I don't know if it's still the same. But it was some point ago deemed to be the longest word in existence. Yes. A worthless exercise. Yeah. This morning, we shall not embark on a Flossino.
No, please hold on. So, I mean, if in doubt, listen to the pronunciation again. So that. Let's hope that this time.
Now I wanted you to say it right for me. I wanted to be sure whether Sticker said it right because Sticker,
I'll go and look at the transcription.
The transcription. This one has like 5,000 syllables.
So I now will look at the transcription.
Yes.
But let me listen to Sticker's pronunciation again.
I think we don't have to bring in anything that will let our exercise be in purification. It will not help us. I don't think that is appropriate. So, Mr. Speaker, the point I'm making is that we need to, as a house, try to come together. Mr. Speaker, the word you use, none of us understood the word. What is the word? So we don't understand. Honorable Member, can you repeat the word? Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Before I repeat the word, I want to explain to him to understand, if you allow me, sir. The meaning of the word is exercise being conducted without any food, wordless exercise. Everything that will not yield the needed results. And the word is purification.
FLOCCINAJUCINIPILIFICATION. That is the word.
Yes, I am trying to.
Yeah, we still will bring you, say it right on it tomorrow, okay? Yeah.
Flossy, nosini, hili, pilification.
Yes. Yeah. Well, let the man say it faster, so Ristin should also say it faster.
No. Well, I'm just looking at the transcription now. That's why I had to take my time.
Okay.
But it's not a word I am familiar with.
Yeah,
so I need to, abreast myself.
If I knew the word, but I've never mentioned it.
No, one of those words that you hardly hear.
Mm-hmm.
An 18th century word, hardly in use.
They say I should repeat. By popular request.
Samuel Dami.
Yes.
You should come and teach me how to say it.
Yeah.
I've seen it. So don't worry. I will look at it.
Sticker is putting PhD to good use. Yes. He's making sure that the PhD reflects in the parliamentary debate. Yeah. This is reflecting.
Flaxinov. So the syllables are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 syllables. Okay. No problem. Anyway, Raymond, this morning we'll talk about the Komenda Sugar Factory. We've talked about how, since 2015 we've been one excuse after the other, but since 2016, having spent $35 million, $24 million, then 52 million Ghana cedis, and still the factory is where it is. When we come back after these messages, we'll get into that conversation here on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us.
Are you hoping to start university this October? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and up to 50% scholarship to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless possibilities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our 2024 intakes. Apply now for our foundation and undergraduate programs. For more information, contact us at +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Ghana way, tell you so the more money promo nabo.
Everybody likes money, but what do we like more than money? More money! Join the Telecel More Money promo and win money, more money, and even more money. Simply opt in for free and reload your mobile and broadband and be the lucky winner of the 1 million Ghana cedis grand prize. Also win cash prizes of up to 3 million Ghana cedis in the daily and weekly draws. Opt in for free by dialing *500# or send WIN to 500, or you can opt in on the Telecel Play app. The more you reload, the higher chances of winning in the Telecel More Money promo. Keep loading, win, and be a millionaire.
Telecel. Connecting energies.
Terms and conditions apply. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Hey, Cashman.
Yeah.
Don't you know Nana has assembled all of us and you are here making calls? My generator is spoiled too. So I'm calling a renowned Ghanaian company with an excellent track record in the sales and repairs of generator sets in Accra to come and repair for me.
Is it Anointed Electricals?
Yeah.
Anointed Electricals deals in quality and genuine generators with high fuel efficiency. We also rent generators.
They sell quality generators from 10 kVA to 2500 kVA. They have spare parts of other generators and can repair every faulty generator set even if you didn't buy from them.
Look, now we don't have any electrical problem in Accra.
How?
Because Anointed Electricals is right here at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomric Hotel.
And that's why Nana is calling us.
Okay. Yes. If you want to buy a brand new generator or repair the old one, visit Anointed Electricals. Or if you are within Accra, call our hotline 0246 423 534
or call 0243 480 334. They have qualified and dedicated men on 24-hour after sales service. Then let's go and listen to Nana. Let's go. Gosh, after giving you the hint, won't you give me anything? Anointed, the generator experts.
2016.
Factory, no, inside that.
Well, one that was commissioned in 2016. It's been
Yeah.
8 years. It was commissioned at the time. It cost us some $35 million. Then we said we needed some $24 million to revamp, create a farm, a plantation,
an
ecosystem for
where
it.
they'll feed from the raw materials
Yes.
into the farm. Then they'll produce the kind of sugar we've been discussing and having conversations about for a very long time.
Then later on, we spent some 52 million Ghana cedis. The factory is still the same, not processing sugar. Today, we're talking about the need to, import unrefined sugar into the country and then process it. Well, we'll find out. This morning, we're going to be talking about that. We want to understand what it would take to have this factory functioning. It's been 8 long years. But Toyota Ghana has expanded its vehicle lineup with 3 new models, introducing the all-new Toyota Vitz, a stylish, highly fuel-efficient A-segment passenger car with compact design suitable for urban travel. For safety, has a wireless door lock, an ultra-modern anti-theft system, and an ISOFIX child-resistant system. The Toyota Urban Cruiser, the C-segment crossover SUV, features a robust design, advanced technology, like a 3-spoke urethane steering wheel, a 4.2-inch TFT, a touchscreen audio display with a USB, Apple CarPlay or Android audio connectivity, and also the new and luxurious Toyota Land Cruiser 250 Prado. Agenda 2025 boasts cutting-edge features like jam-protected power windows, an audio, telephone, and voice recognition steering switch, a UV-cut sun and moon roof, an ultra-modern immobilizer, and matched off-road capabilities, and a strong presence inviting you to embrace adventure and luxury like never before. These 3 new additions to the Toyota range aim to provide the best value for your peace of mind motoring and uphold Toyota Ghana's commitment to offering the best vehicle purchase and ownership experience. Whether navigating the city, embarking on an adventure, or asserting luxury, Toyota Ghana has a vehicle to meet your needs. Visit Toyota Ghana's branches in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takoradi, Takwa, and Tamale, or call 0302 910204 for the unique Toyota experience. Toyota, superior quality.
Now, are you tired of paying exorbitant electricity bills? If so, consider investing in a top-tier solar solution from Ghana's leading solar company, Translight Solar Limited. At highly competitive prices, with Translight Solar Systems, you can reduce your electricity costs and escape doomsday permanently. Solar power is no longer just a backup for ECG, but a viable alternative everyday energy source. Install a system from Solar and Translight Solar and enjoy uninterrupted power supply today. Visit us at 98 Boundary Road, East Legon, between the ARS and the American House. You can also visit our website at translightsolar.com or call us at 0504 249 229 or 0206 542 454 for early bird deals. Ever ready? Everywhere you go, there is sunlight. So certainly there should be Translight.
And the heat is on, energy levels are high, bigger, and extremely hot, as another thrilling arithmetic competition is set to blow your mind. Mori Education Limited brings to you the much anticipated annual UCMAS Ghana competition and picnic themed unlocking the inner potential for tomorrow's digital world through mental arithmetics, scheduled to happen at the Pentecost Convention Center Castle from Friday 9th to Sunday 11th August 2024. Oh yes, don't miss out on this fan-filled educational experience. Come witness an outstanding display of brain power, speed, confidence, and mental agility. Side attraction includes bouncing castle, trampoline, face painting, train ride, BEC challenge, and other exciting fun activities. Folks, what time is it? It's ACMA's time. Yeah.
Now, that's so interesting. It's ACMA's time, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, dear moms, aren't you tired of fighting with Junior each time he goes out to play? Because Junior wants to play. Just let Junior play. Junior has to play. But we know sometimes Junior's clothes can get terribly dirty. And who must do his laundry? You. We understand laundry is hard work. So from today, join the millions of Ghanaian moms, sweet mummies, and old girls who have gone back to their beloved Omo. The new Omo is packed with powerful stain removal properties. This is extra gentle on the hands and now has a unique sweet smelling fragrance for all your clothes. Fast. Grab Omo hand wash or Omo Auto for machine wash at any grocery shop or supermarket near you. Omo, powerful stain remover with long-lasting fragrance.
Well, are you speccing that old car? A home makeover or relaxing beach getaway? Use your ABSA card 10 times or more in a month and you could be a lucky winner in the ABSA Change Your Story promotion and extra entries by using our digital channels 5 times or more. From now until the end of October, 5 lucky winners will take away 40,000 Ghana cedis each every month to change their stories. For more information, visit an ABSA branch today. This promotion is regulated by the National Lottery Authority and the Caritas Lottery platform. Your story matters, ABSA. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, the Ghana Revenue Authority reminds all persons registered for VAT, NHIL, Get Fund Levy, the VAT, NHIL, Get Fund Levy, and Communication Service Tax returns for June 2024 should be submitted on the VAT, NHIL, Levy, and CST returns forms not later than Wednesday, 31st of July 2024. That's tomorrow, which is the last working day of the month. File your VAT, NHIL, Get Fund Levy, and CST returns early and avoid payment of penalties. For VAT, NHIL, Get Fund Levy, the penalty is 500 Ghana cedis and a further penalty of 10 Ghana cedis for each day the return is not submitted. For CST operators, late filing of returns attract a pecuniary penalty of 2,000 Ghana cedis and a further penalty of 500 Ghana cedis for each day the return is not submitted. The GRA is encouraging taxpayers to file their returns online via the taxpayersportal.com. taxpayersportal.com, and also to note that in line with the GRA cashless policy, both check and cash payments should be made at any of the 23 designated banks, the Ghana.gov platform, or via USSD code *222#. Remember to submit the June 2024 returns not later than Wednesday, 31st of July 2024, which is the last working day of the month, and avoid paying penalties. Kindly get in touch with us by, if you want to use email, it's info@gra.gov.gh, or by WhatsApp, right? You can send it on this number 055 299 0000, 055 299 0000, or 020 063 1664. This is coming from the Commissioner General.
So, Raymond, 8 years ago, amidst fanfare, we commissioned the Komenda Sugar Factory. Shows were held from there. After 8 years, the factory is not functioning. After 8 years, the factory is not producing sugar. What has been the story of the Komenda Sugar Factory? Kujonyako, in this total recall, goes back and traces all the promises about the Komenda Sugar Factory up to date and how the factory, after all these promises, still not functioning.
The amount of land we need for the sugar, the type of sugar we can grow here, all those things were not properly organized. I think the ASR organization, and also the between strategic investor, and also it to me about Bisomu.
President Akufo-Addo making a promise to the people of Komenda. That was 5 years ago.
The Dikan Sugar Factory. Still, some civil works are being done there. Nyampa, by the end of March, it will be completed. And as I say planning, Indian phone by whatever, by April, production will have begun of the sugar factory.
President Akufo-Addo promising the people of Komenda again when the chiefs of Komenda paid him a visit at the Jubilee House. And yet another promise in 2021.
According to Chairman and the people in the Ministry of Trade, arrangements are by the first quarter of 2022, now factory is going to start running again.
And another one in 2022. Other promises have been made to the people of Komenda by the president, but each time their hopes are dashed.
unrefined sugar setup this one.
The setup for the unrefined sugar is too small.
See, I try machinery. I am his machinery.
Deputy Trades and Industry Minister Michael Ochibefi announcing that government will be importing raw sugar to feed the factory.
Now the best we can do is because of America.
Now the best we can do is to import raw or unrefined sugar from South America until we get our own plantation.
The latest is Works and Housing Minister Kojo Opon-Kroma. Mr. Opon-Kroma, who was on a tour in the area, told the chiefs and people government needed their support in order to operationalize the factory.
Processed. We
don't have a plantation to feed the factory. What is left is to get raw sugar or unrefined sugar. When they are bringing it like that, government needs to waive the taxes on it to make it affordable. Our friends on the other side do not want to support it. We are appealing to you to intervene so they can allow us get the unrefined sugar to operationalize the factory.
Factory where Jumama, Komenda man who many home for Parliament, Yevena, Yedzamano. Yankadena, Naids or Yaza, when you order a Parliament to me. Ufaman to be mine. Now, here you know what's 1,000.
This hasn't gone down well with the people.
And I'm in that there, Samana Ministers Waba Haubedino. I'm a one pay with food. It's a man, some a carpenter.
I get angry. The deception by some ministers who come here. I am a carpenter, so when I hear that a minister is coming, I know that he won't come and say anything good. I only have to concentrate on the job I have learned to take care of my family.
I go for I'm back Komenda I'm back assembly engineer asa wa gbelata so many years obado
I won't say anything that President Akufo-Addo says.
Second 4 years
consistently
also
lying to us. The last 4 years, he deceived and he deceived us in his second term as well. So does he expect us to vote for him when he failed both?
In the market square here, scores of people have gathered in an indistinct chatter. The Komenda Sugar Factory is one of the conversations that does not struggle to find place in what folks talk about here.
They have wasted the land. We could have used it to build a mansion. It is better than leaving it in the state in which it is now. People feel that the Komenda Sugar building is a deity.
Since 2015, now. Meanwhile, I'm property. Since I'm property, Ghana property. Commander. Now that's why the workers are off. I didn't use for nothing.
Ishmael Kobna talks passionately about the Komenda Sugar Factory and how disappointed the community folk are.
Sugar factory now, when we are sure,
They have not planted any sugarcane here. Our prayer was that they would have grown some sugarcane to feed the factory. What we have observed is that the thought processes of our leaders is questionable.
The disappointment of Francis knows no bounds. Francis and his colleagues here say they have lost hope in government.
There was a now me Menduntum. So hey we as
people are saying that they say they will import raw sugar to feed the factory. What we wanted was for them to support the farmers to plant the required sugarcane. This is really appalling.
The factory, commissioned in 2016 with a $35 million Indian Export-Import Bank loan facility and an additional $24 million to bolster the activities of sugarcane outgrowers, suffered operational challenges and does not produce any sugar for the market. The residents here say they won't forgive government for looking on for such a project to go waste. Heading to the Komenda Sugar Factory, I meet Isaac Boama. Isaac says he is MPP but is embarrassed by the turn of event here. He says day in and day out, he gets trolled by his people over the Komenda Sugar Factory and want government not to let down the trust of the people.
Yasha de anka factory bayene anka commander drivers no ye dwuma yaye yasha still fatis wo fa hwepo be boy no fufutu ibi ando mu komba ne bra na ye bre nti ye sakofa do esenana sibutu aboy ma.
We don't know what is even happening. We have been looking forward for the factory to be operationalized so we the drivers can get a boost in our work. We are suffering. We are pleading with the president to operationalize the factory. They always troll me about this sugar factory. It is because of Percy, who is contesting the KEEA seat. That's why I am in the
NPP.
Former board secretary of the Komenda Sugar Factory, Ransford Vani Amwa, believes government posture about the Komenda Sugar Factory leaves much to be desired and want government to fix the mess.
So from 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, they still no grew sugarcane. They've not assessed that second tranche of loan which was approved by Parliament of Ghana. And only to tell us that because we did not develop the canes, that is why they want to import sugar and they are requesting for a tax waiver so that they will be able to. It's a deception. They only want to deceive the people of Ghana.
Upon an RTR request by Joy News, government has revealed that apart from the $35 million and the additional $24 million facility, government has further pumped in over 52 million Ghana cedis.
In 2019, government indicates that there was an offer by PAC Agrotech to take up a concession instead of outright purchase of the Komenda Sugar Factory. The offer was considered the most competitive because the ownership of the factory would be retained by government, whilst PAC Agrotech invests $28 million in the company and pays a $3 million annual concession fee to government for 15 years. That is a total of $45 million. However, there was a delay in concluding negotiations between lawyers of PAC Agrotech and PwC in respect of the conditions precedent for the concession agreement to come into force, citing COVID-19 restrictions. PAC Agrotech couldn't meet the deadline to reach a final determination of all guarantees, and the Ministry of Trade terminated the transaction, and the management and operation of the company was handed over to the board to make a determination on the way forward to revive the company. According to the ministry, to avert further delays, the board took over the revival of the factory and started the process of operationalizing the integrated sugar development project with the support of the ministry and the One District, One Factory initiative. A facility of 46,350,000 Ghana cedis has to date been disbursed by the partnering financial institutions, that is, GCB Bank, CBG Bank, and Prudential Bank, for the comprehensive overhauling and retooling of the factory, the addition of a raw sugar handling system to refine raw sugar. Another facility of 6.2 million Ghana cedis was also disbursed by CBG Bank to cover the purchase of sugarcane and other operational expenses of a raw sugar handling system to refine raw sugar. Another facility of 6.2 million Ghana cedis was also disbursed by CBG Bank to cover the purchase of sugarcane and other operational expenses during the test run period.
On the streets of Komenda are thousands of eyes and ears still eagerly waiting for government to do the needful by ensuring that all these monies pumped into the revival of the sugar factory do not go down the drain. Richard Kwejo, Joy News, Komenda.
Super Morning Show, and you just heard a panoramic story about what we have done in the last 8 years in our quest, in our attempt, in our drive to bring back life to businesses in Komenda. But beyond that, to put sugar production in the center of the vision that was put in place when we first put together the Komenda Sugar Factory. Let's not get it wrong. This was not only supposed to give us jobs for the people who live in and around these areas, it was supposed to also be the hub of making sure that we fix one of our problems, importation of sugar, which was listed as one of the top 10 imports into the Republic of Ghana at the time. And that replacing that with a local factory which produces here, sells to Ghanaians here, and even outsiders anyway, would help resolve a major problem for our country. But 8 years down the line, we have failed to have sugar being sold in our shops, and that's the best way to put it. As for some will say, not for lack of trying, because we've tried, and I'll go through every single step, at least when we ask the ministry what has been done since 2016. Because we do know there was fanfare, there was huge fanfare in 2016 around the revival of the Komenda Sugar Factory. Between 2016 and today, there is still no sugar pack with the title Komenda Sugar Factory in our shops today. And today we're asking what will it take for us to get sugar to people in the Republic of Ghana, produced right here by that Komenda Sugar Factory. And what will it take for us to revive industries? And what does it say about a country that takes 8 good years to attempt to revive one industry, not 350 of them? I mean, not even across every country, not in every district as we sought to do in the original one district, one factory. And of course, you heard there that they also had support for this particular end. Now, the minister's admonition that the people should help them convince the minority in Ghana's parliament to support the importation of sugar in its state so that it can be refined in the Republic of Ghana. A position that appears not to be very comfortable or familiar or interesting for the minority. We should be exploring with the minority why they are becoming the stumbling block in getting back a factory they themselves had commissioned in the year 2016. And again, when are we going to ever have the plantation of sugar in this country? How long does it take to grow sugar in any part of Komenda or across the country so that we can have them done here? The theory has been very simple, that you have a raw material already in your country. You have to convert that raw material into a finished product so that you increase and improve the value of that product. That is the thinking around this. How come we've not been able to do this? And now we believe we may not be able to do that anytime soon, so we need to import before we finish in the Republic of Ghana. What level of value addition are we going to put to this, and what impact will it make on our economy? How many workers will be required? Because if we did a plantation here, it means that those who are working on these farms will certainly be Ghanaian workers too. How many workers are now required along the value chain of sugar production for this Komenda revival story? But ultimately, what does it say about our attempts at industrialization? What does it really say about that? After this break, we surely should be delving in that video, and you out there should share your thoughts with us because it's important. This is a microcosm of how we have dealt with an industrial policy in the Republic of Ghana. Does it give an indication as to how we will deal with the others? Of course, during Nkrumah's time and post that immediately, we had almost 350 of these factories existing in this country. Of course, we shut all of them, or most of them are out, and some of them went into diversification and all of that. Today, it's taken us 8 years to attempt to try and revive one very controversial one, the Komenda Sugar Factory. After these messages, we sure should be able to sit down and break this down properly.
every first Thursday of the month. Let's take your first Thursday of the month to a whole new level. Join us, Get Fit with ALC in August, Bingo or Quiz Night in September, Karaoke in October, fashion events in November, and open air jam with DJs and hype men in December. It's going to be an amazing experience you won't want to miss. You will also get to enjoy discounts on pizza from Pizza Inn, buy one, get one free. Come and enjoy an unforgettable time with us every first Thursday at ALC at Shumata Retail Center, and your vibes in wow.
After tasting 10 cedis worth of Abochi's kebab, you finally decide to buy some. He wraps it up and you take it home. Just when you're about to dig in, you see your name in bold Times New Roman font size 14 on the paper. And that's when you realize it's the CV you submitted for a job last week. The job market is changing rapidly. AI, clouds, holograms. Who knows what's next? Over 34 million Ghanaians. What makes you stand out? Get the X Factor to get ahead with tech courses from ALX. Choose AWS Cloud Computing, Salesforce Administration, Data Analytics, Data Science, Front-End Web Development, Back-End Web Development, or AI Career Essentials. Search ALX Ghana online to apply now. ALX. Do hard things.
Hey, Eradi, where are all these high bills coming from? Now, where they made it here? In these times of high electricity tariffs, Build-Freeze solar hybrid air conditioners are your sure bet to cut down on electricity bills. Build-Freeze cool your buildings comfortably with very low energy consumption. The amazing part is the air conditioners are built with the latest German technologies that give you 80% savings on energy consumption compared to traditional air conditioners. Build-Freeze come with a 6-year warranty and free after-sales servicing for a year. Please call us for purchases on 053-1100-915, 053-1100-915. Build-Freeze, superior cooling with lower energy.
Manchester City are the Premier League champions again.
When it's football you want, get it all on DSTV. All the leagues, all the cups, all the matches live. Because when it comes to football, we've got it all day, all night. No matter what package you're on, you're always going to get football on DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Name is Akrobeto. I like my mind peace. That's why I go get my Bampo insurance from Holland Life. Just yesterday, my Abushapeni asked everybody to pay 1,000 Ghana cedis for a penny funeral. But Masa, Nukureni, and Mosomekora. My Bambo helped me cover cost of funeral and any disability cost by paying 2 Ghana cedis per Bushumibia. A simple crowd.
Yes, with as little as 2 Ghana cedis, you too can have peace of mind about cost of injury and funeral by simply registering with Mibambo Insurance from Holland Life. Just dial *269# on MTN or Telecel and follow the prompts. It's really that simple. Enjoy peace of mind today, knowing your tomorrow is covered. Mibambo Insurance, made for you.
Enhance your business operations with the HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer. You can print, copy, and scan up to 19 pages per minute with high-quality mobile scans or customizable shortcuts in the HP Smart app that delivers effortless use from wherever you work so you can focus on growing your business. Take advantage of its Wi-Fi direct printing and intuitive touchscreen, which are both designed to simplify your day. With the HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer, experience fast and easy setups and improved overall printing efficiency with a 20,000 page duty cycle built to keep you and your business secure and moving forward with embedded security that is pre-configured out of the box to detect and stop attacks. The HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer is available at all Kompu Ghana stores. Visit kompugana.com or call 0302-752-020 for more information.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Masa, my head is killing me.
Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat? I don't know.
Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
And this morning, the crux of our conversation is having to understand and fathom why we have spent 8 good years trying to revive a single factory that's supposed to replace our sugar importation or reduce to the barest minimum sugar importation in the Republic of Ghana, produce jobs for Ghanaians, and also make sure that at least we feel good about having to bring back a factory that used to be active in the Republic of Ghana, appears to have collapsed along the line, revived in 2016 or so, and yet in the year 2024, we still don't have sugar on our stands in our grocery shops and all from Komenda. Exactly what's the problem? And we did ask some questions. You listened to that report from Richard Kojonako, encapsulating what has happened over the years. We did ask some questions. I'll be breaking down some of the answers we got when it comes to the strategic partner involved and how long it's taken us to get to this level and why we are here and where we are likely to go from here. But would it be ever possible to attempt revival of a single factory in 8 good years? What does it say about attempts at industrialization? Because we all agreed, right, long time ago, industrialization is always our plan. We have done or sought to do industrialization substitution. It's what? Import substitution industrialization. So the biggest things we import, we replace it with some form of trying to get it locally so that everybody can participate in that. Later on in this conversation, you, the people of Komenda, or wherever you happen to be resident in the Republic of Ghana, where there could have once been a factory which is still lying unused or in a state of complete disrepair, and is yet to be revived. You want to join this conversation and share your thoughts with us on what you think we can do now to now get sugar into our various homes, into our shops, to do the very things that we need sugar to do, which was the intention behind the revival of the Komenda Sugar Factory. But before then, now the new order of retirement is here. You should know that. Now you can retire on your own terms with a guaranteed monthly income for the rest of your life. Yes, simply invest a lump sum into the old mutual retirement salary plan today, and you can start receiving monthly income to enjoy the perfect retirement. It is that easy. The best part is you get to enjoy salary increase 16% in the year 2023 and the year 2024 as well. Call Old Mutual on 050-453-4333 or visit oldmutual.com.gh or simply dial *789 *01# to request a call. Obrapa ahoton kwa. That's what's being provided by Old Mutual. Old Mutual do great things every single day. And you know, the best investment you can make also is to invest in your child's education. A good school with international standard education and facilities that will nurture your child and give them the right fundamentals to be great in the future. Let me introduce you, ladies and gentlemen, to Metro Gold Schools. Yes, Metro Gold Schools. This is located at Ablekumakev. Admission is ongoing for Cambridge education. School starts from creche, grade 9. Children from the ages of 3 months to 14 years are all accepted into this school. Rush now for the September intake. School starts from the 10th of September. So you should be doing so now. Getting in contact with Metro Gold Schools. Metro Gold Schools has a modern facility and a serene environment which is conducive for learning anyway. It has boarding facilities, a tennis court, basketball court, swimming pool, and an astroturf pitch. Enroll your child now. Call or WhatsApp 05480 50108. That's 05480 50108, or visit mgs.edu.gh for admission details. Metro Gold Schools, your child deserves quality education. Now, Core Event Solutions and MGA Consulting, in partnership with the Chartered Institute of Marketing Ghana, brings you the National Sales Leaders Conference. The National Sales Leaders Conference is on the theme Sales Unleashed, the role of sales in sustained organizational revenue growth and economic development. The event is scheduled for the 14th to the 15th of August 2024 at the Accra International Conference Center, AICC. The time is 9 a.m. each day. The special guest of honor is the Minister responsible for finance, the Honorable Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam. The National Sales Leaders Conference will focus on sales innovation, revenue growth, sustainable sales strategies, and sales leadership. It is specially curated for sales leaders to make a transformative impact. For more information, call or WhatsApp us on this number 0502 711070 or visit nslcaccra.org to register. Be part of the convention and the conversation on the 14th and the 15th of August at AICC for the conference organized by sales leaders for sales leaders. The NSLC, which is the National Sales Leaders Conference 2024, is supported by Telcel and Star Oil. Our focus this morning is on why we have not been able to get sugar for Ghanaian people and for export, and for what about we wanted to get the sugar from Komenda Sugar Factory to do. Why haven't we been able to produce it for a period of 8 years? What does it say about our industrialization policy? And what does it say about our quest? And let's not get it wrong. This is perhaps one of the single most important projects in the Republic of Ghana. We've had the president speak about it. We've had the finance minister make several statements and policy direction. And when it comes to the trade ministry there, I mean, you can reference almost 16 different stories within the last 24 months. That's 2 years about what we are doing with the Komenda Sugar Factory. And it appears still not to be up and running. Exactly what's wrong with us, exactly what's wrong with trying to revamp an institution like that, and how much are we put into it? We gave you some figures, right? So what we did first is to ask the relevant ministry and government to give us details on what has happened with our quest to revive the Komenda Sugar Factory. In this RTR request, the response was quite clear. First, on the strategic partner involved in the project, this is what they said. Said the ministry commenced consultation with PwC, transaction advisor, to search for a strategic investor to operationalize the factory. This was because of the failure of the process initiated in 2016 to divest majority shares of the company to a private investor. Now, in February 2019, the ministry constituted an interim management committee made up of representatives of the government, traditional authorities, district assembly, and the private sector to oversee the selection process of this strategic investor or partner, if you like. In June 2019, Park Agrotech Ghana Limited was approved by Cabinet as the preferred strategic investor for the Komenda Sugar Factory. The offer by Pack Agrotech to take up a concession instead of outright purchase was considered the most competitive because the ownership of the factory would be retained by the government, whilst Pack Agrotech invests $28 million in the company and pays a $3 million annual concession fee to government for 15 years. In total, we're expecting $45 million as the concession fee. However, there was a delay in concluding negotiations between lawyers of Pack Agrotech and PwC, and PwC was the transaction advisor, as I stated early on, in respect of the conditions precedent for the concession agreement to come into force. The international travel restrictions resulting from the COVID-19 pandemic further delayed the company from sending engineers from India to undertake an audit of the plant for the purpose of assessing the plant and equipment maintenance and replacements required to restart production. They say COVID-19 played a role, and so it delayed them getting people into the Republic of Ghana for them to assess the plant and see the things they have to do for it to have maintenance and replacement, which is required to restart the process. Now, the ministry issued a directive, that is 31st of August 2021, which will be the final deadline by which time Pack Agrotech and PwC should have reached a final determination of all guarantees to be met by the parties for the agreement to be made effective. At expiry of this deadline, if no final agreement has been reached, the Ministry of Trade and Industry will terminate the transaction and revert to the board. By the close of business on the 31st of August 2021, no agreement had been reached between PwC, PricewaterhouseCoopers, and Pack Agrotech. Accordingly, on the 1st of September 2021, the Ministry of Trade and Industry issued a termination letter effectively terminating the transaction process and thus handing over the management and operation of the company to the board to make a determination on the way forward to revive the company. To avert further delays, the board has taken over the revival. The board has taken over the revival of the factory and has started the process of operationalization of the Integrated Sugar Development Project with the support of the ministry under the One District, One Factory initiative. So the question of how much money has been invested to revamp the factory after 7 years of inaction. The company has received support under the One District, One Factory initiative and has undergone overhauling and comprehensive retooling and maintenance in preparation for the commencement of sugar production. So what we are told today is that there's been comprehensive retooling and maintenance of the plant in preparation for sugar production. The factory would import and refine raw sugar in the short term due to the unavailability of sugarcane in the right quantity and quality. So during the entirety of the period we are looking for strategic investor, nobody in the Republic of Ghana thought it wise to actually start a plantation of a sort to produce sugar, so that if the investor comes in, we'll know what to do. Now, the direction is that the factory would import and refine the raw sugar in the short term due to the unavailability of sugarcane in the right quantity and quality. Unavailability in the right quantity and quality. Now, a facility of 46,350,000 has to date been disbursed by the partnering financial institutions. And let's not get it wrong. These are GCB Bank, CBG Bank, and Prudential Bank. They are the partnering financial institutions. They are the ones who have actually disbursed 46 million for the comprehensive overhauling and retooling of the factory. So we claim to have revamped this factory in 2016 and allow it to sit idle. Then we now have spent 46 million overhauling and retooling the factory and the addition of a raw sugar handling system to refine the raw sugar which we are going to import into the Republic of Ghana. Another facility of 6.2 million was also disbursed by CBG to cover the purchase of sugarcane and other operational expenses during the test run period. So this, in a sum, is what has happened from 2016 till date, because this is a more recent response to our RTI. Now, let me get to the phone lines and bring in Ransford Amwa. He's a former board secretary of the Komenda Sugar Factory. Ransford, you're welcome to the Super Morning Show.
Good morning.
Now, let me start by asking you, because let me put in proper perspective. Which period did you serve as board secretary on this particular board?
Between 2014 and 2017.
So, between 2014 and 2017?
Yes.
When was your board dissolved, and really what happened to your board in 2017? I want the exact period.
2017, there's a government board, was a board, the factory. So after the administration of John Romani Mahama left office, then we also handed over, because we handed over the facility on the 6th of January 2017.
So, Ransford, I want to hear you properly, but I'm getting some feedback from the radio set close to you. If it's possible for you to move slightly away from it so that I can have a very interesting conversation.
I'm not having any radio.
Sorry?
I said I'm not having radio.
Okay, one. So, now, you were on this board when the decision was taken to search for first a transaction advisor and a strategic investor. Were you?
That was, I mean, 2016?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, if you remember, on the 30th of May 2016, when the plant was commissioned to set a test run, the minister at the time, Dr. Costio Gabra, made a public pronouncement that there will be a competitive bidding for to flow shares of the factory for individuals to partner the government to run it. So it was not going to be run 100% by the state. That is what he indicated. So in August 2016, we contracted PwC to search for partners who would take 70% of the factory, the 70% shares, and the government will 30%. So at the end of the day, we went through the process. Price Waterhouse or PwC came out with some companies, but we didn't conclude with the process when we had to hand over because of the election 2016.
Now, let me understand this properly. So, you did not conclude, but had you settled on a company to take over? Because according to the ministry, the failure of the process to divest majority shares of the company happened in 2016.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying, that they were in the process. So we did not conclude. We didn't conclude because 11 different companies showed interest. They showed interest in the factory, of which they were in the process of concluding on a conversation. But unfortunately, we left power and there was no conclusion to that. But I know that this current government engaged the PwC, of which they, in 2017, 2018, they did some work about that.
Yes.
So we did not settle on any company. So as at the time we're handing over the facility to the current administration, the factory was 100% owned by Ghana government, and the Ministry of Finance holds in trust of the state.
The factory is still living owned by the government of Ghana. That's not in dispute. In fact, even if we had gotten Park Agrotech on board, the agreement we have with them is that government still would have owned the factory. Now, was it envisaged out of the 11? Was Park Agrotech one of those institutions you were supposed to recruit?
Not at all. Park Agrotech was not part. As for Park Agrotech, they were engaged by this very administration. That was around 2019. That, they indicated that they were in the process of getting a strategic investor. And in Park, according to them, in November 26th, they introduced Park Agrotech to the chief of commander that that company had won it. And I remember on that day, I did the statement that was a hoax.
Okay, Ransford, I still have that difficulty with hearing you. So if
involvement of the
forgive me, but I still struggle to hear you. So if you could reposition yourself nicely, I think we would have a better feel of what you're trying to say.
Hello?
Brilliant. And now you are better. So you were making the point that, yes, Pack Agrotech came in 2019. And this was in June when the agreement was approved by Cabinet as the preferred strategic investor. That's without doubt. The question I was asking in connection with this is, when you envisage recruiting somebody to receive some part of the shares, what exactly was the idea behind the revamp of Komenda Sugar Factory? That you were going to produce sugar in Komenda and other parts of the country, or you're going to import raw sugar so that you refine that?
The rationale behind the establishment of Komenda Sugar Factory is to produce sugar locally in order to minimize the importation of sugar. So importing raw sugar to be refined in this country is never part of the original plan. Because we know that sugar is one of the still commodities that are imported into this country, and millions of dollars are spent annually to import sugar. So in minimizing so, we need to set sugar factories around, because after 2016, per the statistics, they said we would need not less than 11 sugar factories in Ghana. So government must set a pace by establishing sugar factory and encourage the investors to put up other factories so that we'll be able to minimize the importation. So the current plan defeat the purpose of establishing it doesn't make economic sense. You import the raw sugar today, but adding on onto the import bill, which doesn't make sense economically.
Now, I understand you perfectly, except they say this is a temporary measure they are putting in place because they do not have, the key word they use is the unavailability of the right quality and quantity of sugarcane that they want. Prior to revamping this factory, were there in existence in the Republic of Ghana sugar plantations that could make available the raw sugar for it to be used? That is before the 2016 that the factory was revamped or was given the impetus required. Had you factored into that plan of revamping plantations across the country, or you were going to rely on existing farms which were supposed to supply you the sugar?
My brother, you know, in setting up the Komenda Sugar Factory, there were processes. The short term, the medium term, and the long term. The short term will depend on the outgrowers, the existing outgrowers, who could supply you between 500 to 700 tons of sugarcane every day. The existing sugarcane farmers within the western and central regions, as at the time, they could supply between 500 to 700 tons every single day. So that was the short term. And the medium term and long term, the government must also help the farmers to expand their acreage. The factory must also own farms, 40% of the needed raw material. And on the November 2016, the Parliament approved the second tranche of the loan, which was $24.54 million. That money was supposed to be accessed by government in February 2017. And the money was ready in February 2017. Due to that, our board, we developed 125 acres of sugarcane nursery plantation. 125.
So where was this done? Forgive me, Ransford, let's take it step by step. You said you had developed some plantation. Where exactly was this plantation?
Just beside, you know, if you watch the documentary or your colleague did, Kojo Nyakon.
Yes.
You could see that he was certain land just beside the factory. That land, that parcel of land is over 3,000 acres. So part of it, which is 125, developed as a nursery plantation. That nursery was supposed to be transplanted by February 2017. When you transplant the 125-acre nursery plantation, it will cover 10,000 acres, because every 25 acres of sugarcane nursery will cover 2,000 acres when you transplant. So we plan for developing 10,000 acres of land, farm, and they abandoned all these arrangements. And in 2018, the government sold the sugarcane on that 125 acres to Apete, because that sugarcane.
So take your time.
To produce sugar.
I want to interrogate that further. When you say the government sold the 120 and over acres of a plantation of sugarcane to Akpeteshi distillers, which specific Akpeteshi distillers are you talking about? What's the evidence to back this transaction you allude to?
Their reason was that they were not ready to run the plant, because they were.
No, I'll come to the reason. I am asking for evidence to back it. When was it sold? Who sold it?
Listen, if you are asking the evidence, when you go to a company known as NIM Cashew and Agricultural Products Limited, NIM in a Ahafo region, I've been mentioning their name since 2018, that they came to haul sugar canes from Komenda, the factory's own farm, 125 acres. They bought those sugar canes and transported them to NIM in a Ahafo region, because they produce sugar from, they produce alcohol from cashew, but they want to try on the sugar cane. This is somebody's entity. If I'm, for the past 6 years, they would have taken me on. I've been mentioning this countless occasions.
So this company you are talking about is the Akpeteshi producer you make reference to?
No. As for the Akpeteshi producer, they were the individual. And when you go to Aja in the TC, Komenda, those areas, those who produce sugar from Akpeteshi, from sugarcane, they bought it. They are living witnesses, and I can give you some of their contacts for you to contact them. But I mentioned the name because it's a big company, NIM Cashew and Agricultural Products Limited. They brought trailers, articulators to Komenda to haul the sugar canes to NIM region. And this was a cane that was developed by the state, the company. That is during our tenure in 2016, that was around October 2016. That plantation ought to be transplanted into February 2017. Because they abandoned it, and the sugarcane is a perishable. It's perishable. You get it? So if they are not ready to run the plant, and the excuse was that they were in the process of getting an investor, so there was no need for this sugarcane to be there, which in some way, somehow, it makes sense. Now, it will be there and it will go with, we must use it for different things. But the fact of the matter is that because the government is not ready to run the plant, they did not even assess the loan, the $24.5 million, which was the second tranche from the Indian Exim, $24.5 million. That money, the purpose of that money is to develop the sugarcane. Use the money to help growers to expand their acreage so that there will be the availability of enough raw material, even if you do main production. But they have abandoned all these. So you ask yourself, for the past 7 years, they've not assessed that loan, they've not grew a single sugarcane, but they keep talking about unavailability of raw material, but only to come and tell you that in the short term, we are going to import raw sugar to be refined here. But the fact of the matter is they have the deals with some of the importers who are financing their party's activity. That is why they are not interested to produce sugar locally from our sugarcane from our farmers.
The difficulty with making such claims is that you then will force me to ask for evidence to back it. When you say that they are actually in tandem or working with some people financing, which specific individuals are you making reference to?
Listen, I have been in this Komenda Sugar Factory for the past 10 years.
No problem, but I just want an answer to the question.
I know what? Hello?
Yes, I want you to answer the question. Which specific individuals are you alleging are involved in this collusion to actually import raw sugar into the country for Komenda?
I say the government. The government.
Yes, but that's a very vague and broad engagement. Specifics, please.
And this government, their action and inaction clearly tells you. It tells everyone that they are not willing.
That is not the question I asked you, Ransford. I asked the question. You are the one who introduced the element of a collusion of a sort to deliberately get raw sugar into the system. I'm asking for further and better particulars. Who is colluding with which institution to get this sugar into the system? That's what I can interrogate. So those specifics are what I'm asking for.
But for this, I can only talk about the government side because there are some individuals who even somehow they approached me. But I cannot mention their names because it was
let me move on. I understand you perfectly.
Hello?
Yes, I understand you perfectly. It's just that when you throw about an allegation, it is incumbent on me to explore it. Now, the question I want to ask you next, yes.
I understand. That's what I'm telling you, that some importers, I'm not saying all importers of sugar, some importers within the business of sugar, they are in planning with the government to ensure that this Komenda Sugar Factory doesn't run. And that the government is going ahead with them. That is right. Because the actions and inaction of the government clearly tell you. Because if indeed you accuse your predecessor.
Ransford, I think we agree on this point that since you're not giving me further and better particulars, we will have to leave it there. I have a question about the amount that's been used to quickly for comprehensive overhauling and retooling of the factory. The government says it has spent 46,350,000. Because you've been on this board before and you understand the architecture around Komenda Sugar Factory, do you think this is an amount of money justified for the comprehensive overhauling and the retooling of the factory, plus the addition of a raw sugar handling system to refine raw sugar?
My brother, on this, I'm very surprised. Very, very much surprised. Because, this factory, I don't know if you remember, they've been using excuses, and I remember the former minister once said that even the factory was not completed. I challenged him that is never the truth. Everything was complete before we handed over. And this is the government of Ghana project. The loan was was given by the Exim Bank, and the Indian government made sure it was part of the agreement that an Indian company must be the contractor to build the factory for us. A consultant to the project must be Indian. So the National Federation of Sugar Factories in India was the consultant to the project. The Cestec India Private Limited was the contractor. All the machines that were procured from India. And these machines were state-of-the-art machines. It had lifespan over 50 years. And there was a warranty of 10 years. But you need to do routine maintenance and servicing as you are working with it. What I have, in the original plan, there was a refinery. So we built the refinery. But there was no plan that you can bring a raw sugar somewhere to be refined at Komenda. So this current administration, what they have done is to build silos that could hold the raw sugar at the refinery to be refined there. So when they talk about the retooling, people shouldn't think they changed all the machines that were installed between 2014 and 2016. No. All those machines that were installed are still there and are functioning. Today, if you go to Komenda, you will see that they are doing certain production. The raw sugar refinery, they have started. They started the machine on Saturday. And it's the same machine that we procured that are still there. So I remember when the minister made the assertion that the factory was not complete. I told them, but why don't they involve a report to the Indian High Commission that their national, the company that built the factory, did not complete the job. So they should come back to complete, because this was not a gift to Ghana. It was something that we have to pay. We need to repay the loan that we took from Indian government. So why should we leave them if indeed there's nothing better? We leave them and spend a lot of money to retool or whatever you call it. And the amount we have is very, very outrageous, seriously. Because what I know they have done is that they did sandblasting, and clean things aside the silos. That's what they have done. They intended to build another warehouse, but when you go there, that warehouse has been at the foundation stage for the past 2 years. Foundation since 2022 that they intended to build another warehouse, so that warehouse will store the raw sugar. They are still using the existing warehouse, which was built by our administration.
Well, I need to wrap up this conversation. Perhaps the final comment I'll hand on from you is in the philosophy behind government doing this on its own. It appears we are struggling to get an investor. Do we still need government actively involved in revamping and running of Komenda Sugar Factory?
The fact of the matter is, Raymond, the government, when the Park Agrotech, I contacted Park Agrotech, why they were not, but they told me they were willing to run the plant. But the government was trying to let them do the raw sugar production rather, instead of raw sugar refinery production, instead of producing from the cane sugar, because they had gone to meet the University of the Cape Coast to plan on the raw material, the tissue culture, where they can improve on the quality, the sugar content, and all those stuff. But the government was not willing. Currently, I can tell you authority that they want to lease the factory to a certain company. That is why they are doing the test run for the company to understand the operations of the Komenda Sugar Factory. So that is what the current Minister of Trade and Industry wants to do. So maybe in the coming months, we may hear that they've given the company on a lease to a certain company, which is an Indian company but based in Uganda.
Very well. And Ransford Amor, I'm grateful to you for your time this morning. He's a former board secretary of the Komenda Sugar Factory, its company, from the period of 2014 to 2017. And we sought to understand why the lapse, the new strategy, and whether it's grounded in what the history of the company has been. After these messages, we'll get back to understand more about what's happening when it comes to our quest to industrialize and get jobs of our people, not only in Komenda, but across the country.
Manchester City are the Premier League champions again.
When it's football you want, get it all on DSTV. All the leagues, all the cups, all the matches live. Because when it comes to football, we've got it all day, all night. No matter what package you're on, you're always going to get football on DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Life transforming messages, anointed ministrations, uplifting praise and worship. Experience God's presence and power at Greater Works 2024. Speakers: Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo, Bishop Tudor Bismarck, Bishop Mike Okonkwo, and host Pastor Mensa Otabil. Date: Monday 29th July to Friday 2nd August. Morning sessions from Tuesday 30th July to Friday 2nd August. Time: 9 a.m. Evening sessions. Time: 5 p.m. each night. Venue: ICGC Christ Temple East. Special song ministration by Nathaniel Bassi. Also ministering ICGC choirs and worship leaders.
Each evening will end with a praise jam session, which will climax on Friday with extended praise night. Buses will be available at vantage points across the city to bring you to Christ Temple East and back. Visit gwcentral.org and our social media handles for more details. See you there!
It's coming down! It's coming down! It's coming down! It's coming down!
Attention, facility management professionals. Get ready for the event of the year, the IFMA Global Africa Conference in Ghana, August 1st and 2nd at the UPSA Auditorium, hosted by the International Facility Management Association's Ghana chapter. This is your chance to meet the world's top FM experts, thought leaders, and innovators. Immerse yourself in groundbreaking keynotes, interactive panels, hands-on workshops, and unmatched networking sessions. Explore the future of facility management in Africa's booming built environments. Don't miss out on the epic gathering of minds and ideas. The IFMA Global Africa Conference, August 1st and 2nd at the UPSA Auditorium. Be there. Proudly sponsored by Fides Group. To register or to sponsor, please call 0558 368 544.
Exciting times indeed. No need to stress about always using your laptops or desktops to get news on your favorite news portal, myjoyonline.com. Life becomes easy with Joy. We've got you covered. Simply go to your app store on your mobile phone and download our new My Joy Online app, conveniently designed to enhance your reading experience. Watch and listen to your favorite MGO shows and stay updated with our political, entertainment, sports, business, lifestyle, and research stories. Joy News, independent, fearless, and credible.
Everyone is running to Bills. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes with acquiring any of our loan facilities. For whoever you are and whatever you're doing, Bills has a product for you. No susu, no deposits. All you need is your Ghana card. Call 0302-200-390 or 0596-928-33 today and live a bill-free life. Bills Microcredit is licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Bills, financing your needs. Terms and conditions apply.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah.
Doctors,
nurses,
barbers,
drivers,
bouncers,
friends,
teachers,
bankers. You could be the luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
East, west, north, south,
the luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
Accra to Haga.
Let's go. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah.
Doctors,
nurses,
barbers,
drivers,
bouncers,
friends,
teachers,
bankers. The luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Certainly, that's the best place to be. It's 37 minutes past the hour of 9, and this is the Super Morning Show. We'll be having a conversation about this dream to bring back a factory that will produce sugar for Ghanaians and make our lives better. That conversation was really to do with the Komenda Sugar Factory and why we spent 8 good years, and yet the revival process has never been completed. We wanted to know the latest developments on it, and we'll be having that conversation with Ransford Amo, a former board secretary of the Komenda Sugar Factory. And we're supposed to speak to Deputy Minister in the Trade and Industry Ministry, Michael Befi, on this particular subject too. hopefully we will be able to confirm that and bring his thoughts to you and get to know some of the, or confirm some of the things that Ransford said earlier, and also get to know the latest on this. Can we revive this before the end of this year? And by revival, true revival, not the ones that we do just because it's an election year. That's the conversation we'll be having. But we will come back to it. I've seen some of you with your messages too. We will certainly come back to, wrap up with your messages. But now, there's a bigger conversation happening on the CIG Excellence Awards. I'm sure you know that CIG, the Chartered Insurance Institution of Ghana, right? Yes, Chartered Insurance Institution of Ghana, certainly. And joining me in studio is Yvonne Charmaine Osado. She did I get it wrong? No, we agreed on the Charmaine,
yes,
right?
We did.
Not Charman. It's Charmaine.
Yes, it's Charmaine.
You're welcome, Yvonne.
Thank you, Raymond.
Yes. And
good to be here.
Yvonne went to the best women's school in Ghana.
How did you know?
Yeah, because you're wearing the band.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
High school.
Yeah. That never wins science and math, but yeah, I'm not.
Please, let's not start this conversation.
You're also the vice president of the CIIG,
yes,
and the chief operation officer at Bedrock Insurance Company Limited.
Yes, Raymond.
First, let's start with the inspiration behind the CIIG Excellence Awards. What's it really about?
Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you for having us. Good morning to all your listeners. So, it is known that insurance is one of the strong pillars of any good economy. And the fact is the same for Ghana. For the Ghanaian insurance industry, we pay about 4 billion cedis in claims every day. And this is something that has to be showcased to the world. It is only fit and proper that we let the world know, we let Ghana know, and we let the companies who are responsible, or who make this happen, shown. We need to make them known to the world that these are the companies responsible for the 4 billion claims we pay every day. We put people back on their feet when they suffer losses. So that was the inspiration behind the awards. The awards is to showcase the companies behind this phenomenal feat.
Now, let me understand the criteria and the categories involved here.
The insurance industry is big.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a lot of players, and we have categories spanning across all the players. So we have the health category, we have the pensions category, we have the non-life or general insurance category, we have life insurance category, we have brokers. Brokers are intermediaries between the insurance companies and then the customers. They are professionals, so we have a category for them. And then we have the universal category, where individuals can apply, and then category for general insurance companies. All insurance companies, all brokers, everybody can apply under the universal category.
Now, how do the CIG Excellence Awards promote and encourage a culture of excellence within the sector?
Sometimes awards brings competition. Everybody wants to be seen as the best. So then it puts our companies on their toes, puts our brokers on their toes. Every player in there is on their toes. They want to showcase the best. They want to show that they are different, their service is different, their service is unique. We have companies coming up with unique products for the insurance market, which is beneficial to everybody else there. Insurance companies coming up with so many things. There's education, there's advocacy. So the Insurance Excellence Awards brings out all these things, or it showcases all these things that the insurance companies are doing to promote the insurance industry.
Now, anticipation. I mean, we know this is coming pretty much soon. What's the level of anticipation and excitement among industry professionals?
So for the CIG Insurance Excellence Awards, this is the fourth year running. It has always been exciting. It's one of the biggest programs of the insurance industry. And all the players are always excited. Currently, we are in the nomination stage. Companies are to apply, nominate themselves. So we're expecting a lot of companies to be doing that. I think tomorrow is the deadline for the nominations. And then we are still waiting. I mean, we know there are companies who are putting final touches, dotting the I's, crossing the T's, and then submit it. So, the anticipation is there. It's big.
Attempting to have a pick at what others are presented so that they also beat it and, prepare properly for it.
Well,
yes. Anyway, now let's talk about the impact of these awards on the CIG itself as a leading authority within the insurance industry.
So then, CIG is the mother body for professionals. But then we also have other sister bodies who support us. We have the National Insurance Commission.
That's true.
We have the Insurance Brokers Association of Ghana. We have the Ghana Insurance Association. We have the ECOWAS Brown Card Secretariat. all of us come together to put these awards up. It promotes the trust that the general public has in the insurance industry. Companies also have the trust that, yes, these awards that we are doing is genuine, it's for our benefit, it's for the best, it's to dispel all the misconceptions that is out there about insurance, and it's to showcase what we do and how best we do it. So yes, when it comes to the insurance awards, the CIG is promoting the insurance industry in a very, very positive way.
Now, what message are you like? Share some message with the professionals in the sector, as in who are considering participating in or attending the CIG Excellence Awards itself.
Okay, so for my industry, for the players, for my professionals, the CIG is for us. The Insurance Excellence Awards is for us. I think earlier on when I made a post on the page, I said nobody lights a candle and puts it under a bucket. It is time for us to stand on the hill and show the world, show the Ghanaian market what the industry is made of, what we as professionals are made of, as companies, what we do differently, what we do best, how they can trust and continue to rely on us to financially protect them, come to their aid should anything happen. So my industry, professionals, companies, please, this is the nomination stages. Put yourself up, apply. You are doing very well in your corner, but let the world and the Ghanaian market see what you are doing, showcase the different things you are doing, how you're equipping your employees, the CRS you are doing, how beautiful your office looks, how digital your company has become. I mean, it's time to show the world what you are made of, what you have done over the past years. Let's not light our candles and put it under a bucket.
So where do you put the candle?
On a hill. I mean, put it on a candle stand.
Okay.
Put it up there. Let everybody see that, yes, you
so
are
they can
shining.
Shine brighter.
Yes.
Okay,
brighter.
so that everybody will see the candle. Yes. Oh, brilliant. I mean, who are those supporting this all important thing? But before that, you said tomorrow's the deadline.
Yes, for nominations.
For nominations. Yes. When is the main event?
The event is on the 31st of August. You know, before the event, we have to do the selection. That's and true. All those things. So it's 31st August to 2024 at the Kempinski Hotel.
Oh, I see.
At 6 p.m. Yes, that's the main event. That's the glam, the glitter, where we all dress up. Yeah. Fabulous, fantastic program. Every year has been great. Every year.
The
great
industry professionals, are they aware of how to attend this event?
Oh yes. As time goes on, we'll make the
those details available to everybody.
There are tickets. There'll be tickets available. Would have everybody from all walks, the commissioner to everybody.
Yes. How about we friends of the industry?
Friends of the industry. We would invite you. Joy FM is always there. Joy FM has supported us for the 4 years. One of our sponsors. We are very grateful to you all the 4 years. So you're always there. Joy is always there.
Since you started with gratitude, which other institutions are you supporting this important event?
Our main supporters is our sister industry bodies, like I mentioned, the NIC, IBAG, ECOWAS Branca, GIA. Then we have our platinum sponsor currently, which is Waika Re Insurance. We have our gold sponsor, which is Glyco. Then we have bronze, Provident Insurance, Edward Mensa Wood and Associates. We have Insia Insurance. We have Ghana Reinsurance. We have Daniel Insurance, and we have Olia MNG Insurance Brokers. Then we have ASIAC. Then our media partners, which is Joy FM. So currently, that is what we have on our table. We are open. Our doors are open. We are expecting much, much more. But then these have come forward. They have shown solidarity, always very faithful, and we are very, very grateful to them.
Yvonne Charmaine Oseado is Raymond, the Vice President of the Chartered Insurance Institute of Ghana, and also the Chief Operating Officer of Bedrock Insurance Co.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's good. That does not do well.
Raymond, let's not start. Let's not start.
No. I'm wrapping up with you. Any final words we can before we go? So,
there's 7 people.
Incoming 8 for the avoidance of that one. I mean, who is counting? Yes. Final words.
My final words. To all our sponsors, we are grateful. To Joy of FM Multimedia, we are very, very grateful. And to my insurance professionals, the insurance industry, the companies involved, health, pensions, we urge you to nominate yourselves. Okay, apply. You have done well, and you need to showcase that you have done well. On the other hand, to it's said that he who carves the path doesn't know the path is crooked. You may think you are doing well, but maybe there are a few things that you have to fine-tune. So apply yourself, get scrutinized, get marked, and see where you can improve on your services, on the things that you do, and then make yourself better. The CIG Insurance Excellence Award is here to stay. It is for the insurance industry. It is to promote the insurance industry, dispel so many misconceptions, and then prove to the Ghanaian insurance industry that, and the Ghanaian economy, the Ghanaians, that we are the best, and we are a strong financial pillar to the economy and to everybody.
Many thanks to Yvonne. And after these messages, we shall return with a lot more on the Super Morning Show. Hello?
Kwame, Charlie Woy, give no best start you. Obiawa, Salah de Namnaba, Haland is Ukratio drinks no. Sakadie, or Chili one corner, the show Simenu, Vibin and Kwa, na Vinny Junior dear, Cecia no bow. Mata, Yen Tamnabra.
All your best football friends are waiting for you to join them for a thrilling football season on Go TV. Get Go TV Max now to enjoy La Liga, Serie A, Europa League, and more for only 140 Ghana cedis per month. Reconnect today, dial *759# and get all the action. Go TV, love it.
Hey, so as for you, every day you are just pressing your phone. Why? Are they paying you?
They are, Oma.
Eh?
The more I use my MTN, the more points I get. And I can use those points to get airtime, data, and even discounts at shops and restaurants.
Hey, so that is why all of you are always pressing your phones. And you won't tell us, so that we can enjoy some.
Oh, ma.
There's always more to enjoy with MTN Rewards. Just keep talking, testing, and browsing all day, every day to collect your points and use it to redeem amazing offers and discounted freebies right away. There's so much available for you. So dial *550# and get your reward today. Let's go everywhere you go.
Kweku, have you heard what they are doing on MTN?
Dearly beloved, one stand by for the following bombshell. The Omanhin of Ogwa traditional area, Osaberema Dr. Kwesata II, Ogwa Omanhima Nana Ikua Abochi VI, and the Ogwa Traditional Council was a delight and pride to invite Amanfunyi Lara to the 60th Ogwa Fetu Afashe Festival. Nyaminchaze, the landmark celebration coincide with the 25th anniversary of Osaberema coronation. Inti Wakaya double celebration. Nanchawara Yahweh de Fetu Afashezi, or you're not just the biggest festival in Ghana, or Sanso was the second biggest carnival in the world. Onuntina, the whole world redescend upon Cape Coast for an action-packed, exciting, and Niger-centric 8-day celebration from the first Cape him the 8th of September 2024. Madofo Maminges to highlights. Theme near celebrating the city of first, our people, our future. Special guest of honor here, Otumfo Osei Tutu II. Invited guests Nsudze Bibri, Vice President Dr. Mahmudu Baumia, former President John Dramani Mahama, Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagbin, just to mention a Kura Nebin. Na events na the men start to him. Homecoming Carnival, Akom Night, Bakatay Regatta, Food Fair, Youth Colloquium, Orange Friday, Ghana Music Festival, and Sana Traditional Deba Nankasa. Yabosia him for him. Na ya celebrating and 7 spectacular Asafo companies through the streets of Way. Information in area available online. Inti Kanaka Shishe, Ogwa Fetu Afashe, or social media. Na following for info and updates. Aye. Munia, them menu of merrymaking, them buffet of bashment, them cornucopia of cultural conviviality is it. May allow ma on happen without you at it. May yenshia wa Cape Coast, the city of first, for the 60th Ogwa Fetu Afashe Eye. Now this year's hashtag Afashe Go B.
The luckiest *712#. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah.
Welcome and now for a daily *712# and found no regrets. A Sankoma investors are a striking gold. A Sankoma health workers are a diagnosing luck with precision. A Sankoma that tough guy who couldn't hold back his tears. They say a Sankoma passionate fan also entering containing a joy. Afraid to the seamstresser or turning a hard-earned stitches into a bundle of happiness. And now, a Sankoma, if you say your next big win is right here.
Dial star 712 hash and join the luckiest winning celebration. From the 1st of July 2024, dial star 712 hash to keep buying tickets as a group, individual, or even as a community. Win loads of cash and prizes in the community draw or go for the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with star 712 hash. Join the winning streak now.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
And it's 53 minutes past the hour of 9 here on the Super Morning Show. Now, I know today we didn't do chaotic shout, but this one is an extraordinary one. It's important because it's for a very special person. Happy birthday to my darling wife, the bone of my bone and love of my life, Mrs. Alberta Eduafo of Bank of Ghana. You have been a landlady extraordinaire, and our world revolves around you. Udimafo and I congratulate you on this special day. Cheers to the big 55. And may the Lord continue to bless you for all of us. But this is from your husband, David Eduafo. You know, David Eduafo is the chief executive at Labadi Beach Hotel. Yeah, so yeah, the hotel we didn't sell. No? Yes. So this one, I'm not sure whether the party will happen at the hotel or it will happen at home. But, you know, boys are ready for party 4 on behalf of Mrs. Alberta Eduafo at the Bank of Ghana. Well, so this is very important message out there to you. And to all of you celebrating your birthday today, the ones we couldn't read, the long list, we'll do this in the future. And to you, my dear friend, Julius Wapil, yesterday was your birthday. But there are messages you should be interested in now. Are you looking for some good discounts on sanitary ware and towels? Then rush to Kimo Home now for their crazy summer sale, where discounts are up to 50% on over 200 products. Their promo ends on July 31, 2023. That's tomorrow. Visit their showroom today on the Spintex Road near Manette Junction and call them on 0244 334947. Now, for many, luck is that glorious moment when you find money in your trousers right when you are broke. That is godly. That is perfect definition of luck. You see something, that's if they don't take it during laundry. For others, luck is being picked out of a crowd for a reward. For us, luck is life-changing event, and we believe everyone deserves a shot at it. Luck is coming with prizes so exciting they will make your head spin. Want to be the luckiest? All that you need to do is dial star 712 hash and get your ticket. The more you buy, the better your chances of winning. And remember, when you hear that catchy jingle, it's your cue to pay attention. It could be your lucky day. Luck is on its way to you and your community. So stay sharp. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. The luckiest. Now, Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited is your #1 supplier of quality office essentials. So just go straight to the kingdomstoreonline.com without physically going to any of their offices. It is hassle-free. You can order all the books, all the equipment, and the furniture you want. They'll arrange delivery to your homes and offices within a reasonable time. They also offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions, however, apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And before we go, if you want to access super reliable healthcare, of course, your healthcare should be your topmost priority for you and your family. That's why MultiPlus, powered by MTN, is giving you just that today. Don't be like Hannah every day pretending prayer solves every health problem. Sometimes you have to go to a hospital. For a subscription fee of just 25 cedi a month, paid on Momo, you can sign on to a health subscription plan that gets you access to unlimited in-store consultations with qualified healthcare professionals and over 160 covered institutions and medications and tests at participating pharmacies in the Ablekuma, Sakaman, Suman, Mamprobi, and Kaswa townships. My favorite part is there's a dedicated nurse at the MultiPlus pharmacy. And this nurse will teleconference a doctor when you need it so that you can access the best consultation services. And to get this great product, all you have to do, no long talk, no long queue, just download the Ioba app today and sign up with your Momo account. Yes, that's all you need to do. Download the Ayoba app today and sign up with your Momo account. Take charge of your health conveniently and affordably. Sign up for Muti Plus, powered by MTN today. And we're fast approaching some 58 minutes past the hour of 9 here. The news at 10 is coming up. The headline news. In the next few minutes, you'll be hearing wonderful tunes from Wobete. But on behalf of the entire team, I am Raymond Akwa, thanking you for joining today's edition of the Super Morning Show.